What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. Hope you're having a good day. Let's hit another like goal, actually. We hit 25. We didn't hit 25, but we got 17. So let's aim for 20 this time.
That's
that
a good
seems
one.
realistic.
20 is a good one.
20 likes on the video.
What were the numbers we said last week?
25. We didn't get
to
50.
50. That was Gabe's numbers. We said 5.
But we got
I said
17. I like that. Keep up the energy. 17 is good. Let's get 20 today. Again, I'm going to repeat it because we were recording. Anybody want to talk about anything non-basketball related before we get into the basketball stuff?
Just football, though. We can do that after. Since it's going to be a long conversation since it's a free
UFC, Usman versus Leon Edwards.
We can talk about that a little
Headshot bang. Oh, did we fuck?
Headshot bang.
No, we can talk about it.
We can talk about it.
Oh.
That's what I said.
Who you got?
Oh, yeah.
Isaac, you're the man for UFC, so you got to control
Well,
this.
what do you guys think? What do you guys think about
What do you
Usman?
think? You're the UFC expert.
The second one's gonna be pretty good, guys. Actually, no, I'm lying. I think it's gonna be very boring.
Really?
It's gonna be a little bit like the first one. The first one's pretty boring if you don't remember. Well, the first round was pretty fucking good.
You need a boring fighter, though, Usman?
Yeah, very much. Well, a lot of wrestlers are.
Yeah.
But they're winners, though. They're winners.
Yeah,
They're
they are
winners.
they're-
Highest win percentage.
Khabib is a great example of
Okay,
that.
that's
You know
different,
what I'm
though,
saying?
Is
No,
he
that's a
like
wrestler.
that too?
That's a
Is he
wrestler.
like that too?
No, wrestlers.
Is he
Wrestlers.
kind of boring because he's a lot technical?
Who, Khabib?
No, is he?
Oh, is he?
He's like,
Because he's not knocking nobody out.
You know what? Yeah, he doesn't
He
have
got swag,
necessarily
though.
knockout
He got
power
swag
like
with
that.
him.
He talks
A
like
lot
he
of-
does, though. He says it. A lot of pre-fights, he's been
he got
gassed.
swag,
he's
but the
like
actual
Silva.
fighting is.
I mean, but Silva had a little more. I don't know.
Silva had
Silva
more.
would knock you the fuck out. That was
Yeah.
the
I
problem.
remember watching the video, like, this is a couple days ago, where he's, like, trying to dodge with the
Oh,
name.
yeah.
That was the one.
By Weidman? Yeah.
That was my first time watching it.
Yeah. He barely tapped him.
He was testing him. He was testing him too much.
Omari, watch the video.
Oh my god! If I'm in the corner, I'm
crying.
like,
What are you doing?
we didn't practice that.
Was that his last fight,
What's
or-
this? What the fuck?
What's the other dude's
Where's
name?
Huh?
What was the other dude's
Weidman.
name? Weidman.
He's the one who got his leg broke.
Oh.
To noodles.
How do you even spell that?
Why?
You're talking about Izzy, right?
No. This
Silva,
is
Silva,
Anderson
Anderson Silva. One of the
'Cause
goats.
I remember people were saying that he was like super taunty, like he was
Yeah, he would.
Silva?
Yeah,
he would.
Yeah, he was.
But
Yeah,
not,
so-
I mean, he's flashy.
I feel like
Yeah.
he's like good sport now, no? Like at his older age.
Yeah. Way more.
This shit on Facebook.
After he got clipped, like, you know what I mean? You better.
Yeah.
Stop with the, you
That's
know.
embarrassing. What
He's
are you
been
doing?
humbled. He's definitely been humbled.
That's embarrassing, though, huh?
I can see it.
Can you see?
Yeah, from the window.
Okay,
But I know it happened.
That's like
He
some
was-
YouTube shit.
He's really good.
dude.
Just play.
Look at this shit. He's feeling
happening.
himself. Like,
Look,
what?
look.
Bitch? I don't give a fuck.
Like, bro.
Shit. Oh my god.
You got pieced up.
He's grabbing
That's so
around.
crazy.
Yeah, he's like, let me get you.
What was he thinking there?
I got you now.
He was saying like, oh, like you can't touch me, type of thing.
He just touched him.
He thought he had all
I'm telling you, he was so like far back
five
and
times.
stuff.
I'll put a clip up on it.
Nick, come on.
He thought he had
Because-
ultra instinct.
Cause yeah, I was hearing that like so was the flashy guy like, oh, you can't touch me, type
Yeah,
of, like,
no,
type of
he
thing.
definitely got touched. He
touched.
definitely got a little tap right there.
Yeah.
Fell.
He was like cocky
Yeah,
about
no,
the fight
that's
too.
embarrassing right there, bro. You can't-
Dude, when I watched, I was crying. Did he ever come back the same after that, or?
Silva?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. In boxing, he actually did pretty good. Even
Oh,
in
against
UFC,
Paul?
Yeah.
He was beating boxers.
Against
He was beating boxers.
yeah, against what's his name? Who's the best?
No, it was not form.
The one who does coke.
Oh, Mike Tyson.
All of coke all the time. I know the-
British dude? Was it a British dude?
No, he's a little Mexican motherfucker. He does coke all the time.
Anthony. That's not.
Rey Mysterio's the best. You know he killed somebody?
What? Fucking
Yes.
Buyaka 619.
the fucking
Yeah.
619 after that other fucking
It
dimension.
was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
That's so crazy.
You watched
That's so sad, though.
WWE?
He probably
You
went
watched
through
the
so much after that.
WWE?
Easter.
You don't?
Not anymore.
My brother does.
He used to do it.
Yeah.
Used to.
That shit was lit, like as a kid though.
The game? Oh my
Hussein still
the
does.
game was
Hussein
so
and Devin does too. They still keep up with it.
I used to love being the Rock.
Some fools
I'll
get
just
like
fucking stomp you out.
I think one of the
Devin was
Hardys
saying-
made a
Devin was
comeback
saying, like,
recently,
be trying to
didn't
wrestle.
Yeah, but he had drug issues. Jeff Hardy.
they? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, bro.
Hardy?
He was
He's
insane.
been on
Fucking
drugs.
backflip off the fucking
Yeah, that was
He was
crazy.
nothing.
Short
Yeah, he had
building.
to be on like fucking something insane.
Everything.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he
a
would like
mixture.
sober up and then relapse again, like multiple times.
That's so. Yeah, that's true. Huh?
Let's talk about
Had niggas
sobering up with
Yeah.
John Morant.
I wanted to
Sobering
hear
up.
his thing about Usman though. So you think he's gonna win? The fight.
We should give a
Yeah.
pick.
Give your
We should do a
thoughts,
thing.
But,
We should
okay.
all pick.
I do think he'll win, right? I do think he'll win.
Predict how? Like predict what?
Actually, I want to ask
okay.
you this too.
We
Like,
should all say our thing and then say what it and how it ends in.
okay.
Real quick.
Honestly,
I want to ask him, like,
Yeah.
you think he's scarred from the
Okay.
last fight? You think he's scarred to the point where
it's
it'll
tough.
hurt
It's
him?
tough, huh?
You think he's
No,
scarred
he's
to the point
definitely
where, like,
scarred.
kind
He's
of
definitely scarred. He's
Let's
definitely
see what
scarred.
Isaac got.
Yeah, okay. When you get knocked like that, he now knows like fuck, I could get knocked the fuck out. And he's never been knocked like that. At least I don't think so. He's coming into this fight. Yeah, everybody's like, oh, he was fucking him up the last fight, right? Of course he's gonna dominate, right? But he's a little older, right? Maybe just a slightly, but he's a little older. He hasn't fought in a minute, right? His knees are worse, which he's already had a problem with that. Like he can't train as well because of that shit. So that's gonna fuck him up, right? Leon, it depends on Leon, really. Because in that first round, his fucking jiu-jitsu was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen somebody get Usman's back like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Usman is a blue belt. So his jiu-jitsu is not necessarily that good. His wrestling is fucking good.
That's why
If
he's
you
not a black
get,
belt.
if you get a motherfucker with some good jiu-jitsu, I don't know what could happen. And some cardio, because Leon got gassed. Last fight was in Utah, which, as we know, is
higher altitude.
higher altitude. So Leon was gassed like a motherfucker. That's
Where's the
actually
next
where
fight
Usman
at?
England.
trained.
Who would choose? Who would choose to fight in
UK.
Utah?
And Leon's
Oh,
never.
and Edwards home too.
Yeah.
He's never lost.
You should have seen
in
the crowd.
UK. In amateurs or in MMA.
And he's not even favored for this fight.
And he's not.
He's not gonna
I
be
mean,
favored.
because
Like,
everybody's
Usman
like,
is
you know,
him, but-
and I do think that he'll win because wrestling will be a striker. Like,
But
9
you've
out
seen
of
like
10 times.
people get
Yep.
knocked out before in the past, and like
And
they're
that's
not the same
problem.
after.
So
You know,
that's the thing. What I'm worried about, or what it depends on for Leon, is if his jiu-jitsu shows up. If he shows cardio and jiu-jitsu, because we know he's a striker. We know he can knock him the fuck out. Standing up, he can't compare. He could train all fucking day. Usman cannot compare. You can't. This motherfucker's Muay Thai. He's been training since he's like 12. You're not gonna beat him in Muay Thai. You're not. You're
That's
not.
crazy,
Just
though,
like he's
huh?
not gonna beat you in ground.
Yeah,
But if he
exactly.
brings jiu-jitsu and some cardio, this could be a good fucking fight.
Mm.
But if not, then it's gonna be a fucking long 5 rounds.
Wasn't like Masvidal though better standing up than Usman? Or that's like he's a better
Usman,
striker. Isn't
yeah, but
That nigga
okay.
knocked him the hell out.
See, that's the
Masvidal
problem.
card is.
What did he do right before that fight? He went to go train with fucking Trevor Whitman. I think that's his name. Yeah, he works with Gaethje. That motherfucker's only boxing. Just shows you boxing. And when he went to that fight, that motherfucker's jab was on point.
Yeah,
I've
it
never
was.
seen Usman with a
Yeah.
fucking jab. Like that.
It was
He
crazy.
was knocking that motherfucking jab, landing on him, and then just boom, knocked him the fuck out. Like, oh my god,
Clean
like,
it too.
I saw the
Clean it.
sweat fly off that motherfucker's face. I was like, oh, it's over.
Was that the overhand right you hit him
Yeah,
with?
yeah.
Big.
And
I
then
was
the-
like,
yeah,
oh, I
it was
walked
big.
away.
That was
Let me go get
crazy.
a drink. Let me go get another drink because this shit's done.
Man.
But yeah, his wrestling is good. But if Leon can come with some jiu-jitsu and some cardio,
All right.
he might have a
So
good
what's your
fight.
pick?
Prediction.
What's your pick?
Give me Usman.
In the 17th round.
Split decision.
It
Split
sucks.
decision or
More
what?
than likely, yeah, probably go split decision. But there's a chance that he could finish him early in the first or second, right, with a submission, or it'll be Leon in the fucking third or fourth.
I'll say mine.
Because he'll wear him out with the standing if he's mitigating his ground.
All right. What do you think, Gabe?
I think Leon takes it third round TKO. Is my prediction.
See, that's not bad.
That's my prediction. That's my prediction.
A little bit. That's one of.
It could be the other way, but that's what I'm calling. What I think will happen
Could happen.
in this fight, this particular fight. Obviously, Usman did, for what the 10 rounds they fought. Usman is like 8 or 9. Like let's be honest. But ever since the first round of that second fight, and he got knocked out in the last round of the second
That
fight.
changes a man.
Dude, he
bro.
got unconscious. Like his eyes were like, but then again, like he's like no matter who you are, you're gonna remember like, bro, this guy knocked me out. Like he probably could do it again, as Isaac was saying. So I'll give this one to Leon. I'll say that Leon might take this one.
So
Not
what
a
do you
prediction.
think is next for Usman if he loses this?
Oh, it's done. Huh?
He loses?
He's not gonna
He's
fight
not-
too long. He probably has like
Wasn't he like?
2 to 3 more fights.
He's 35 right now.
Regardless of if he loses or wins, you think?
Wasn't he like
Like two
comparing?
different
They were comparing him to like John Jones type of.
He was
legacy.
there.
Like,
I'm
right
telling
there.
you,
Like Ty,
you
he
guys
was-
don't understand what
Yeah,
that fucking
That Leon-
kid
that
did,
first-
bro. If
Kick around the
he
world.
it's crazy. It's not even a round, not even just a night. Like
90
if
seconds.
you just stand up for a fucking minute and 30 seconds, you go down as the best fucking in your division.
Oh,
you
no.
Beat, you beat George St. Pierre's fucking undefeated
just
record. You beat so
Blew a
much.
3-1 lead.
The
Yeah,
You
he
even
did.
sleep at
He
night?
actually
defended
did.
the belt for I don't know how you probably break that record. There's so many records you probably break, bro. And he just knocked you the fuck out.
Do you sleep at night?
No, I don't think.
Dude, the last time I saw that nigga was in Wakanda Forever
They
dancing.
thought he was gonna get his role taken. They were like, "Damn, he just got kicked out of Wakanda." Bro. Oh my god, like nah.
Imagine.
That's
Sorry
what
to
I'm saying,
inform
That's
you.
a real thing too.
He said they throw him to his dressing room. Hey, sorry to inform you.
Fucked his MMA shit up, his acting
I don't
shit
think
He
up.
got kicked out of Wakanda.
I don't think your image aligns with
You're not fit.
We're gonna ask you to have to leave the set.
We don't like people get hanged.
Do you sleep at night though, Isaac?
Huh?
After doing like,
I don't think so. I mean, he slept pretty good for like.
so you get money,
20
but
Bro, I
seconds.
sleepless nights like the rest.
yeah, but he's that close.
You know
You're
what's
that close
bad
to
about
achieving
that one, too?
everything.
Bro, he's successful like regardless.
Okay, but
It's like
it's different
it's
levels.
like your prime,
levels
it's like
to
your
it.
prime,
no,
like your
for
He
prime.
ain't sleeping at night. Like it's not that serious.
And he had his
sleeping at night.
family
He
in
hasn't
like
slept
the front
since.
row, bro. He had his family in the front.
That's scary.
Row.
It is
I've
embarrassing,
never seen nobody bring
It's
their
like
family
right
like that. Like he had his little girl in the front row.
Daddy,
he thought
no.
he was going. He was whooping it.
Yeah.
Invited
That
his
little
boys.
girl's probably going buck wild for fucking 5 rounds and like 4 minutes, bro.
Bro,
But
to see your
that
dad get
last
knocked
minute
out,
was
bro.
Devastation.
How old is his daughter?
8, 10.
You saw
She's
your
gonna
dad get
remember.
knocked out, bro.
She's gonna
I'm not
remember
sure I
that.
Remember it.
She
No,
8-year-old getting your dad. Yeah, you're gonna remember.
Eight?
Yeah.
8-year-old
You
getting your
remember
dad
that.
knocked out.
She
Yes,
might be
you're gonna remember.
traumatized. She might not ever come back to any
Yeah.
movies.
But did she like care or understand what the fuck's going on?
I think, yeah, because I
100%.
remember distinctly her being like sad or crying because she's like, my
Yeah,
dad.
you feel like the emotions of the crowd, and then like you're watching nigga get beat down on, you know?
And it's quick. It's boom, and then he just face down like blah on the camera.
I mean, some kids don't care. Like Julius Randle's kids, just like whatever.
He would not give a fuck.
But still,
he
like
was
competitive
crying.
setting, you know what I mean?
He was crying because he was missing something.
Would you bring your kid to
Yeah, he was like,
He
my
might
dad
give a
stop
fuck. I don't
playing
know,
3
please.
That's crazy.
I'm just
Would you bring your kid to like a fighting
Honestly,
event?
no. I think it's like bad juju.
Yeah.
Am I fighting in it?
Get your
Yeah,
ass
if you're fighting in it.
Watch from home,
I mean,
buddy.
if I have to,
Stream it.
I
Stream
would
it.
bring my kid into depending how old they are. And
Yeah,
like
what
stadium,
age would you bring like your kid
Nah.
to?
Probably like over 11, 10.
That's
say
just
like
me.
13.
I say over like 18 or something, cause like you gotta be.
Oh, 18.
Dog, I don't want. If I'm
I agree,
13, if my dad gets beat up,
I've been in those scenarios.
I don't want
like 15. Why would
no,
I
no,
bring my
no.
kid?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
said
like
18.
feeling that feeling in a big ass packed ass UFC when everyone's like cussing, yelling, getting your dad getting knocked out. It's gonna be
Okay,
different.
but you understand
At least,
what's,
like,
you understand
15,
what's
he knows
going
what a
on.
dick
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. That's why it's like at least okay. You're a little
knows
older.
that
Like
beat is me.
no, because like if you're a little older, you're like damn, it happens. When you're like 8 to 13, you'll be like no, like it's gonna stick way harder.
Yeah, but 18 is crazy though.
Yeah.
That's when
like
you're
14.
older. That's when you're older.
I think it's
No,
gonna
but
be
you-
like when you're like a teenager. Like,
Yeah, because you
When you're
understand
three,
what's
you're not
going on. You
remembering.
understand
Okay,
if
like
you know the
16, whatever, but
consequences.
like
it makes sense.
not 13 though, not 13. I think
You know the consequences
Y'all
like
seen
when you
Creed?
lose and stuff
Yes,
like that. He
yes.
understands the winning and losing aspect of it.
understanding, but like feeling that I'm like feeling
Like, have
when you're
emotion?
like 13 is different than feeling when you're like 16, 18.
Yeah,
You're like shit happens, you
You're
know.
mature. You're more mature,
mature.
about it.
But-
I'm aware that my dad is a UFC
I want my little
motherfucker.
man
He
to-
beat up
I
like
want
a
him to
lot of
hype me
people.
But
up.
at the same
Bro,
time,
you don't need to type me up.
at the same time, though, when you're like 13, like when you get older, some of the shit like it doesn't bother you as much because you're not tripping about shit that happened to you at 13, right? I mean,
Depends on
My
how the
dad
fight
did get
ends.
knocked
So,
out
but
by
that's what I'm
Leon
saying.
Edwards
My
when I
dad
was
gets
13.
knocked
It'll
the
be different.
booty up, face
Depends,
down.
yeah.
but he's still one of the
You'll be
greats.
alright,
It's not
yeah,
like
you know,
he.
you'll be
It's
alright.
not like
That's what I'm saying. You only
Millionaire,
comprehend that
you'll
if
be
you're
good.
older.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm like, oh, my dad's the fucking UFC champion of the world. Like,
does that
he
mean?
could beat up your dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
your dad, right? I don't care.
Yeah.
But like,
Get schlupped.
if you're young, you're like, oh my god.
But at a teenager, you
Motherfucker
should be able to
slept up.
comprehend
Yeah, I
that.
feel like
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I understand.
if I was
both.
when I was in middle school, I feel like
No. I agree.
Like at 8
It
years
doesn't have
old,
to be
I
18.
understand, but
Yeah, it has to be 18.
Whatever you can comprehend.
I'll be dabbing my
that-
dad up like go.
Yeah, bro. You need to get the
When
fuck
he gets
up.
knocked out, I
Like, you
understand
need
why
to
he
get
got
the
knocked
fuck
out.
up,
Yeah.
please.
and it's not like he's fighting
Dad.
some dude on the street. These
Yeah.
are like
Please, Dad,
professional
get the fuck
fighters.
up.
me and Hassan was fighting niggas in elementary school.
Oh my god, drop it, motherfucker! Like
we
we
knew
want
about
And middle school. Remember that guy who stole the ball from you? The Armenian?
I hate
Smack the sweat off
Some
that
Armenian
motherfucker.
people.
Hey, bro, listen, bro.
Alright, we can move on now.
Okay, let's get to some fighting without fists. I don't know.
Miniature guns, bro.
Yeah.
Miniature
Fighting
guns.
without fists.
All right,
Fighting with words.
Let's get into what happened.
Harsh words.
Let's get into what happened
Sound like a nerd.
since the last time we talked about John Morant. I got a whole write-up here. It's not, I mean, I'm just going to read to you and you guys can give your thoughts. I'll give my thoughts. So since the last time we talked about the John Morant situation, he had a sit-down interview with Jalen Rose where, honestly, he was asking him some goofy-ass questions. This is some of the stuff that he said during the interview. So here's some of the quotes.
Bad questions, too.
I was
He
thinking
said-
that the same
Is that
thing.
bad?
He said the gun wasn't mine.
Oh, Ja.
It's
yeah.
not
No,
who I am.
you got to say what Jalen asked him
Jalen
first.
asked.
He said, "Was it?" I think the first question is, "Was it your gun?" I remember. I saw like that. Was it your gun? He's like, "That was not mine. I do not condone."
No, he didn't say no. He didn't just say who. Like he didn't say was it your gun. He said whose gun was it.
Yeah, he asked
Yeah,
whose gun was it.
Nigga,
That's
like,
a-
yeah, hey, that's the homie. Hey, that's the homie down the street. Like, give him his
All right,
whole
let me
name.
finish.
Jalen Martinez's
let me
gun.
finish.
He lives
Yeah.
from 5512 Los Angeles.
Social security number.
Let's hear the rest. Let's hear the rest. Let's hear the
I can't
rest.
even get the whole thing. That's why I said give your
Let's hear the
thoughts
rest.
after.
Let's hear the rest. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
You could. I'm gonna say everything he said. You guys can give your thoughts on everything after. So he said the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence. Said the guy who said it's free to see how hollows feel. He said I made a bad mistake. I can see the image that I painted over myself with the recent mistakes. But in the future, I'm gonna show everyone who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change the narrative. Who wanted to go first on this?
I was fucking with the third person, to be honest. He did it a few times during the interview. He kept switching to
Ja,
third person. He was like,
Here's-
make sure Ja good.
You gotta make sure the sponsors are right, man.
Hey man, like
I'm gonna give my thoughts because I wrote a whole thing.
it was the questions that had me crying, like, cause they were some fat ass questions. He literally asked it exactly like, who exactly gun was
Yeah.
that?
The funny thing is,
And,
that,
like-
obviously, Jaw has to clear the questions.
And
before they're
yeah,
asked.
but he asked about every single instance. It just felt like I was like, what do you expect? Like John's gonna give the same answer, you know? Like he gave like virtually like not the same exact answer, but pretty much the same
scope of
answer.
things,
Yeah,
same
like
scope of things.
he still has to tie it back into like learning and evolving and
Being
healing and
better.
stuff. Like
Yeah.
Everybody says
I
that.
mean, to me, like I'm a believe what he said, even though all of it was definitely like his PR team putting it out, and clearly his PR team, like from the jump, the whole counseling thing. Like, did you really get help in a week of counseling, bro? Come on, let's be real. It just feels disingenuous. Like it's just they're just saying the shit and it's not really true. You could tell during the interview he was like trying not to laugh half the time. And yeah, it just feels like they're just doing this to get him back on the court as soon as possible and like clear his name. And I also wrote down here, at this point, he just got to show us. Like, enough talking, enough PR, like, whatever. We don't care. Like, you just got to start being better. You can't just say, I'm going to change the narrative and then go back on IG Live, back at the strip club, whatever.
Singing NBA Youngboy lyrics.
There's nothing wrong with the strip club.
NBA
Nothing
young
wrong
man
with
now, grown into NBA young
There's
man.
nothing wrong with the strip club
There's
as a
nothing
young
wrong with
NBA
it.
black
Yeah.
man in the
But in the
NBA.
situation he's in, he can't be putting himself back in that
No,
environment.
fact, yeah. You should not have guns and
Right.
thugs with you.
I mean, he could have guns, just don't show them.
Yeah,
Club,
don't snitch. He self-snitched.
Yeah.
Like,
Did
why
you-
would you do that?
Enjoy yourself.
Did you guys-
not on live?
Did you guys see the? I don't know if it was real or not on Twitter. They said Grizzlies are now required to leave right after the away team is done, so they don't put them in a high risk.
They grounded the whole team.
Yeah, they put him on a timeout, so they don't put like Jaw, I guess, in a high risk
That's,
scenario to
that's
do
terrible.
bad.
No,
So they're
crazy
gonna
that
go
is.
back
Yeah,
overnight
that's
instead of sleeping over.
Dude, they're treating them like boys, bro.
Imagine
go
if you one of the
anywhere,
homies
like,
on Memphis, bro. You ready to spend some
I don't
money on some
know.
bitch?
Like I don't know about
After
that
a
one.
bad night,
Like I get it, but I don't know
And
about.
you can't. No minutes. Can't get out there, bro.
Treat them like little kids. These are grown men.
Yo,
Even
and
Adams is a
the
grown
crazy thing he
man.
said in that interview was like, I'm gonna change the narrative. Like, bro, you the one that started this narrative with all the dumb shit you was doing.
Yeah.
And like on top of the interview, I didn't even say this. Like, it was so like unserious. It looked like they had the same gun pointed at him during the interview, like forcing him to say all this shit.
But you know, it's a PR type of stunt.
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I
yeah.
think I mentioned in the group chat. Okay, I don't like Kyrie. I don't like him at all.
Why are we on
at
Kyrie?
all.
Wait, what happened?
No,
Hold
I
on,
don't
hold on.
like
Talk
him.
about Kyrie because
But why are we on Kyrie?
he has
now?
to get a
But-
longer suspension.
but-
than what Jaws
Oh,
had.
I see.
This
Okay.
motherfucker, I mean, they didn't let him like in the building, bro, because he fucking posted some shit about a movie that fucking harassed or says bad shit about Jewish people. Like, damn, bro, you went harder on him than you did on this boy with a fucking gun.
It's because
In a-
Jaws
in a-
he's the face of the league, bro. Like they need him to be back. He like generates revenue for the league.
Is Denver open carry?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
It was, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they didn't charge him with like actual
like,
crime.
Jaw, like I think he has the most social media views besides Steph. He's like number 2. He's like a human highlight.
He's
you need
top
him in
10
the
in
league.
jersey sales too.
Yeah, too. Like obviously you're gonna give if you're Adam Silver and you're thinking strategically, you're not gonna give this nigga 50 games. Like 50 games is gonna hurt the revenue of the league, and you want Jaw's obviously gonna have like
Stern.
huh? Yeah, he's not David
Ja
Stern at
has a
all.
burner, right?
Probably,
What kind of
No,
burner?
I mean,
caught. Oh,
I mean,
we
I'm
know
not
he
like
has a burner.
legitimate
but
Like an account?
like Twitter,
No, like
Twitter burner?
like You know?
Oh, shot.
That is not what I was thinking, my boy.
He
man
got way
fucking
more
shoot,
burners than
dog,
one. You
bro.
gotta
The
That is
man
not the
fucking
burner
shoot.
I had in mind.
He's gotten better.
Yes, I can shoot.
He's gotten better for sure. I think
No,
he's shooting like
Jose
shooting a good percentage
Alvarado.
this year. Way better than he did last year.
Where does he rank on your top 5 point guards?
He's
Right
in the
now.
league?
Right now.
He's in the top 5.
I don't know. It's just we
right?
got to be prepared for this segment.
Who's that?
No, no.
Steph is better. Luka's better.
Luka,
Dame
Dame.
Dame is now.
is LeBron. LeBron's
Steph
not.
is Dame.
He's about to be when he comes
Or
back.
Dame and Ja. I mean, I'd say Dame is better, but you can argue
Kyrie's
that
not
Ja
better,
is
right? Kyrie's not
No,
better.
he's not better.
Okay, good.
Is
And what's the other?
De'Aaron Fox.
No,
He's having a
no.
great year.
Yeah, but Ja's the reason why.
It's easy to say that because
If Shea's a point guard, is he better?
No.
No.
Skill wise,
debatable,
yes.
though. It's debatable.
Skill wise, I'd say yes, but Ja's
I
better.
say take Ja.
Because you have to take into the win. Like, Memphis is only winning because of him, like the past few years, you know?
No, because
Not only have Desmond too. They've won without him. But I mean, he's the face of their.
He is
team.
the face. Yeah,
He
I'll give
elevated
you that.
like him coming and playing like that.
Changes
Oh,
the
yeah.
culture. He
This
changed the
kid bang
culture.
out.
I'd
That's
say.
why he was just fucking.
I mean, he definitely
This
changed the
nigga's
culture.
using all the terms like I don't know what
bang
type
the
of
fuck
banging
out.
out you talking about.
Pow!
we,
Shooting,
don't know,
dunking.
we don't know anymore.
he's on timing right now. He's on timing. He's on timing.
But yeah,
Thanks, Gabe.
plus the playoffs are coming too.
Does he have a
Taking
killer
Ja-
crossover?
Oh my god, murdering niggas.
He's a killer. He a killer on the court.
Yeah, but taking Ja out of the playoffs, this year's playoffs is probably going to be the best since like 2016 in terms of competitiveness. You definitely want to have Ja in the playoffs there too because of how much money you're going to generate from the Memphis
Facts.
Grizzlies.
It just also
So-
would not be fun to watch the Grizzlies. without
Exactly.
Morant. But I'm just surprised that it was not even for the rest of the season. Like it was very light. And
It was
they
8 games.
It was 8
including-
games.
yeah, that's what I'm
including the
saying. Like
games,
it's
like,
basically
that
3
he-
games
yeah.
that he didn't take away to rehab or whatever that he
For
was
a
doing.
week.
Terrible.
Yeah.
You know what's
Yeah,
going
but
on,
Arena's
bro.
probably kicking a wall. Like,
What did he get?
50.
50.
Fuck.
He had it in the locker room.
Yeah.
Do you
They
think
didn't
if
even
it
catch
was-
him on camera.
That's
Do
crazy.
you think if it was earlier in the season they would have given more games since it's so close to the
Yeah.
playoffs? They're like, we can't really.
I think so.
It depends
Probably.
on how
That's
early.
probably.
I don't know.
Like
10 games in or something?
no, like 15, 20 games in. You think?
Yeah, they would have got.
Well, how many
Yeah.
more games to the
Longer than
playoffs?
this for sure. Longer
Like
than this,
3
but
weeks?
Probably not 50.
Like 10, I think.
Adam Silver would never.
Yeah,
I don't
50
think
is
2 to 3 weeks
I don't
left.
think Adam Silver will ever ban anybody like that. Like,
No, it depends on how
50
serious it
games.
is.
They
This
They
one
have to
wasn't
like
serious.
fight a fan
Yeah,
like
they have to do some
malice
crazy
at the
shit.
palace. shit.
That's a
Yeah,
good one.
Malice Palace,
Yeah, they gotta kill somebody.
Somebody.
He's so much
Get him
more
out.
lenient.
No,
he's
they're
so much
cut
more
if they
lenient.
do that
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, Josh Primo got cut for flashing his meat. Like they,
yeah,
they
yeah,
definitely
he's
cutting
not for sure.
somebody
Yeah,
for doing that.
Multiple times, not
Nobody's
just
picking
once.
He was
He
kind
was
of
a
nice, too,
habitual
not in the way you
flasher,
think.
yeah.
He was a
Pause, pause.
habitual
He's a serial
flasher.
flasher.
Yeah, thank you.
Then Udoka's not even a
He had
coach.
flashy passes.
Taking
Short
dick
fla- he
out
showed
for
flashes,
no
great
reason.
flashes.
That's
So,
actually a crazy
yeah.
ass story though.
If it was like, man, who's like a poor man's John Morant?
What?
Like a person that does
Poor
jaw
man's,
things
that's a good
that's not good.
Oh, like
Russell
does
Westbrook.
bad.
That's
He's a
tough.
legend, though.
I'm sorry.
He's a legend.
I'm sorry, Russ. I'm sorry,
the,
Russ.
the Lakers and you. the
Russ would
Lakers.
I don't
never
think there's
do
many
that.
more like people who
family
like do
man.
stupid stuff
Who's
now.
like just the dunker? Derrick Jones Jr. Like if you get Derrick Jones
What
Jr.
the fuck? What
not-
the
what the
fuck?
If he did what he did, this nigga be out the
You
league,
with
bro.
me? Hold on.
Oh, you mean if Derrick
Well,
Jones
obviously,
Jr.
Yeah,
fucking-
we got the gun and it was like flashing and
yes,
everything.
yes.
Oh yeah, no, that nigga sitting
So
down.
if he
What
was
if
doing that,
Austin
he'd be out the
Reeves was
league.
fucking
Bro, Derrick
right
Jones
there
Jr.
like,
might get
what's
cut
up,
next season
bitch?
just for playing basketball.
AR-15.
Like,
Nah,
That's
he
true,
would've-
that's
he
true,
would've-
though, but-
his fame, Austin Reeves fans would have like would have.
Oh yeah,
if he did that.
See, he would have got the cred. He would have got the cred Joe
He
wanted.
would've had
If
to
Austin
be-
did it, he would have got the cred.
He
because
would've had
Austin
to
never
be.
like pretended to be that. Like it would just be out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But John like is trying to prove that he's
Goddamn.
that.
He hates
Plus the
guns though. He said it.
allegations,
He
too.
hates guns though. He said it.
Who Reeves?
Reeves, yeah. People
Ah.
people called him AR-15 and like he likes play on like he's like.
Bro,
he's
he's
come
from
on, guys.
Oklahoma. You're lying.
They kill people.
no, he
guys.
said it. He said it. He's like I don't like that
Yeah,
nickname
he's
guys.
capping for the gram or whatever.
What
Yeah,
did he say?
KC.
What's it?
Huh?
You don't like what?
That nickname guys.
He don't like guns like that. That's what he said. But you know, I don't know. I guess
Back to my point. Though,
That's
like,
right. You could be just
if you have
capping for
somebody
the-
that's not as popular as John Morant or the
hard.
future that he is, this man would have got suspended for way more games.
would've just
Yeah,
cut.
he should've.
100%,
He
yeah.
should've.
And
Yeah,
if
the
his
time-
salary wasn't that much, easily cut.
The
Like,
timing, especially, like I think it's like a big deal. Like that's a big reason. There's only
That's a
like,
good point.
couple
Yeah.
games.
but it's still a few. Like you could have suspended him
A
for
little
like
more.
basically the whole season. I'd be like, oh,
You think
That's a
players?
good, yeah, that would have
I
been
thought they were
better.
gonna give him, like, a lot of
regular
games.
season.
Whole regular season would have been better.
I thought the whole regular season he was gonna be gone and
But
then
they're like, we want him
No,
to
we-
get back in the flow with his teammates or whatever.
Man, they want to make sure that they're ready for
he's
playoffs.
rehabbed, guys. He rehabbed. Come on.
You think
He
people are
went
going to
to-
talk trash about the gun situation on the court with him? Try to like get him angry.
So
or
how come
something.
you a shooter out there, but
Nah,
no?
nah.
Who do you think would say that?
Good
Though?
at Ja.
Who would say that to Ja's face?
Pacers again? No, I'm playing.
Draymond Green. Nah.
Who would be like a
they're good.
dickhead like to say to him
Patrick
like
Beverly, 100%.
Bev might say it. Bev
Maybe
might
not
say
that
it.
direct.
Nah, I
No,
don't
but
think
Bev
so.
was very
Somebody
supportive.
else.
He's like he made a mistake.
Yeah,
Let's move
yeah,
on. So
I
Bev
think so.
literally said he's
You
like
know what's funny? If he wasn't on his team, Dylan Brooks would say that shit.
Dylan Brooks would bring that up.
Dude,
Dylan
you
Brooks
see
would
him
bring
like
that up.
kiss Luca on the other, or like blow him
All
a
right.
kiss? So kiss Luca.
fuck you
Like he
looking
made a
at?
three-pointer.
What you mean?
He made a
Kinda algorithm
three-pointer
they
and like
lose?
kissed his lips to Luca on the bench after he made it.
I like that, bro. What are you talking about?
That's what he did. And then Luca was like smiling. Him and
Bro,
Kyrie.
Luka like
that
that?
guy is just like, he gets in the fucking locker
He knows
room
what he's.
with his like camel toe on and like,
Oh my god.
Brooks.
Oh my god.
he's like,
What is it called? Camel
bro,
tail.
like they not ready for us, bro. They
Oh,
like
brother.
stay on that side, bro. Like,
I didn't even
Who
get
I-
popular
oh,
to the
wait.
point where he can talk trash and like,
like
everybody
20%.
picks it up.
Yeah.
But everyone's picking up his trash talking.
I
Like,
know it's annoying when niggas get famous for like that shit. Like,
hey,
you know?
they say there's no such thing as bad press. He's definitely a
I'm not getting
living,
famous. He's
Yeah,
not
actually,
famous.
living embodiment.
This is
of that.
definitely bad
I
press.
guess so.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess there's no such thing because it's the attention.
I
Let's
think
go
it's
on to this
ISO.
next topic. I want
Yeah.
to hear your thoughts about this.
Alright.
First of all, well, actually, let me read this. I was told last night Andrew Wiggins likely doesn't return for the season. Anonymous Warriors player says that Wiggins is dealing with some real shit. So first of all, prayers up to Wiggs.
I heard some inside rumor.
You heard that too? You're the one I was gonna say.
What? What's the
Have you
rumor?
guys heard it or no?
Apparently-
nah.
I don't even know if I
Do you
want
know?
Here's the
Give me the
inside-
scoop.
Here's the inside rumor that
He ain't
I
got
see
no
scrolling
sources.
through
Give me the
Let's hear it.
motherfucking
But I saw
scoop.
it too,
I
so
got
it might be
the sources.
facts.
Apparently, he caught his girl. Like, not he found out that his girl was cheating on him like this whole time, and that his kids aren't his kids.
Oh my motherfucker.
Apparently it's his best friend. That's what I heard. His best friend's
That's the
kid.
word on the street is that both his kids.
I'm not
are, like,
believing
his
that,
best
though.
friends.
John need to pull up with that motherfucking blink and blow
Draymond need to
motherfuckers
do what he
down.
did to Jordan Poole.
That's just the rumor. You know, it's
I hope
allegedly.
there's
We got
Emphasis
to
on rumor.
Allegedly.
Emphasis
I
on
hope that's
rumor.
not true.
Emphasis.
Allegedly,
Emphasis.
This is just
Allegedly.
a breaking rumor.
Allegedly.
That happened to me.
But I heard
bro.
it too, though. I heard it too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going back to the NBA.
I mean, that is
I'm
some
going
real
to prison.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm going to
like-
straight jail.
But I think the guy I saw say he could have been hard
Straight to the strip
captain.
club. No, but
I'll shake everybody.
No, the girl cheating on you is like not the biggest deal, but the
It's
kid
like the
shit
kid-
is
yeah, the
Oh, no,
fucked
no.
up.
Yeah, that's
it's
wild.
the
Because
kid
imagine having
It's
two
your
kids.
best
Like, yeah, two
friend?
kids.
So that
Like,
takes it back like
that's
how
hella
many
time. I
I
years?
mean, he's not
You're
your best
taking
friend
care of someone
anymore.
else's kids.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He's not
Do you still take
Who
care of
you
the
mad at?
kids?
Who you mad at?
Nah,
Who
yeah.
you mad at more?
Can I
though?
tell you something?
Who you mad at
Alright,
more?
so
The
look,
girl or your
so,
friend?
alright, I put everybody in a room.
Both.
Girl,
I
is
said
she
both.
pregnant?
Not anymore.
Well, they already had the
Doesn't
kids. It don't even
She's
matter. at
pregnant,
this
doesn't matter. She's in the room. He's in the room. How many kids? Kids are cool. I dap them up. I tell them,
It's not your fault.
not your fault, dude. Pieces of shit in front of you.
You raise them kids though?
Exactly. You guys are still gonna be the little homies, so they get
Yeah,
out,
you have
right?
to. It's just, you got to take custody and leave those
It's a
two.
different lifestyle. You know how much money
That-
Andrew Wiggins
No,
is making?
that's the best way to make him pay. Is you
Okay.
get custody of
Nah,
the kids and
that's
don't let her see it. Like
No,
that's
but that messes up the kids' life. They need their mom in their life.
It goes by whoever you've
Fucking
known
right about
longest.
that,
It goes
but
by
it's
whoever
like-
you've known longest. If I've known him for 8 years and I've known her for 5, I shank her in front of him. Like, look what
With
I
the
gotta
kids
do.
in a room?
Look what. No, I just took him out.
Gotta
Oh,
get-
Okay.
Like, look what I gotta do because
Gotta take
you
down this
couldn't
video,
fuck
bro.
somebody else, and then he dies. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. Or vice versa. But
Put him in a ring with
They
Usman.
have to see the other one get fucked up. Like, oh shit! Like, God, this person's dead. The person you were fucking. Kids
This
dead.
finna,
Everything's
you're
dead.
gonna have to like bleep like.
Oh yeah.
Hey, we're on YouTube.
This is heavily
Like,
rumor. This is
YouTube,
a big
yeah.
rumor, though.
Oh,
This is
They
like a
gotta
big
go
rumor.
down, dog.
This is
They
a
gotta
rumor.
go
I
down.
got to timestamp this so I can go through
They
it.
gotta go
Like,
down.
Write it down right now.
But this is a rumor, though. Like a big rumor, maybe.
He said,
How did they
I'm
not die?
I
Literally.
think you're saying a hypothetical
Dog.
statement.
Yeah,
Hypothetical.
hypothetically.
R word. We can't say nothing.
Hypothetically,
Yeah,
I
we gotta
said that
bleep that
earlier.
out.
Oh, we should have substitute words. Hypothetically, I would OJ them. Pretty much.
I like that. I like that. I
would-
like that. I like that.
Pretty much.
And allegedly, he didn't even get convicted. so-
Allegedly, I would maybe shank the shit out of both of them
Allegedly,
caught him.
possibly, hypothetically.
in a room
Maybe
without the
shake
kids.
each other.
Dude,
So,
like if
Okay,
you
what about your
Yeah,
thoughts
what
just
do
on
you
the
guys-
whole
what would you
Wiggins
guys do?
situation?
Sorry.
Basketball wise as well. Like, what do you think?
yeah,
about
obviously it's a pretty huge deal for the team because they haven't had him for most of the season. That's probably why they're struggling.
perimeter defense?
Yeah, they've missed a lot of people this year. So I mean, he has to take care of business.
So what would you do?
Oh, and that's it.
Can I ask you a question as well about the Warriors? Are they on like some like
Can we
player
take
issues?
basketball?
Yeah. Aren't they on
I'll
like
go
player?
through it.
Are they on some like some player issues where they can't pick up anymore? They're like running low on their what
Oh,
is
because they've
was there
used their
something
two-way
going on like
contract
that?
players. They've used 51 games of all
So
of them.
how many people do they have on the roster right now like to play?
like 8 or 9.
That's not good, right?
I think they made Lamb and Jerome inactive last game or something.
Yeah, because they reached their game limit.
That's what I'm saying.
They can't play.
They can't
It's
play.
been like this for like 6-7 games.
Oh, it has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
have to
they've
choose
been like
between
on the
one.
bench?
Yeah. They
I've
just sit
seen
on
Lamb
bench.
sitting there in street clothes, like
Same as
just
Jerome.
So I'm
Lamb
asking
is
like,
still on that
Dude,
team?
they've
he's
been-
good.
Unless someone gets hurt, because I think if someone like is out for the year, like if for whatever Wiggins gets ruled out for the year, I think they can bring him on because of disabled player exception.
I'm not too sure. I know they're gonna sign somebody soon though.
they're
But
allowed to sign someone new.
it's been bad to the
Okay.
point where
Free agent.
Iguodala has been playing like steady minutes.
He got
hurt
hurt
too.
too.
Yeah.
He's getting a surgery, right?
It's like imagine Udonis Haslam playing 20 minutes a night.
They got to cut Iggy and like hire him as a
Niggas need to
Well,
disintegrate.
at this
Fucking
point.
kidding
Well,
me?
yeah,
At
but
least
next
not
year,
the-
next year.
He's taking
done
up
for
he's
sure
taking up a
next
spot, but like back to what I was saying. Like so Wiggins he needs to come back for the team basketball.
If
And
he's
I don't,
dealing with something
If
bigger
that's
than
true,
basketball, don't
if
come
it is
back.
true though, like, you can't.
If what he said
fuck
was true,
the
I'm not
season,
coming
dog.
back either.
Fuck
What
the
hell?
season. I'm worried about
It's
something
real
else.
life, nigga. It's not
Yeah,
basketball.
I'm worried about
Come
something
back,
else.
he about to
It's
not the
real life.
same if that's on his mind.
Mentally
Like,
too, yeah.
I'm worried about something else right now, homie.
Bro.
Fuck these buckets, all right? I need to go see these
Good thing he's
kids
young,
right now.
but Yeah.
I'll tie that nigga up.
Need to worry
Yeah,
about
I
different
knock
type
him
of
out.
shooting.
There you
I
go.
knock him out,
What
and then,
else,
like,
Omari?
I'll just wait till the next time he wake up and then keeps.
Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
back to
Keep
what you were
going.
saying,
I'll
like
keep him al-
how
I'll
it
keep him
handled the
alive, keep him-
situation.
I like that.
Just keep.
And
every
can we
time.
say dick 'em?
Yeah.
And dick 'em.
No
Show 'em how it
crimes.
really
We
feels.
can't talk about crimes though. Like
Damn, like
That's
code words for crimes.
it's consensual.
No, but that's not a
I don't know
crime.
if you tied
Dicking
up
is
or-
not a crime. But,
Him, I don't know.
but M wording someone is a crime. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah,
if
that's
you
why
shoot
keep
some
knocking him
though,
out.
Shoot
Does
is
that
okay
count?
because there's multiple definitions
right?
of shoot.
Yeah.
We can
Shit,
get
Monica
around.
work?
Yeah,
Blick 'em.
ants, there's
Blick 'em.
bamboo shoot.
There's a
Bamboo.
dance.
Yeah.
All right, back to the Wiggins thing. The way I'd handle that situation, honestly, don't know, bro. Like, cause
Cuck.
no, because
Just raise the kids and be best friends.
It's not a cuck though.
I might just have to
Take
leave.
them all
like,
in.
Share the bitch.
You take them all in.
Just share the
take
bitch.
her all
Take
in.
the
I
bitch.
might
I
have
just
to,
share
like-
this bitch with you.
I might have to like leave the kids, leave her, leave the best friend, like start
can't
a
leave
new
the
life.
Leave the kid is fucked up.
Leave the
No, I'm-
kid.
But like
Nah,
the reason
I
why,
support him.
hold
Bro.
up,
They're like,
yeah,
listen, where you going?
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, I like that, bro. That's a great point.
But like,
That's a great
if
point.
I take the
Oh,
kids,
just
if I take the kids,
Nah, yeah, it's a
the kids,
constant
they need to
reminder,
know.
though.
They need to know
It's
their
a hint,
okay, okay.
I
But
took him.
There's
they
a
need to-
constant reminder. I feel like
Yeah,
I'm like, it's
but
gonna
same-
be hard. Like
Fuck
I was,
that.
I feel like I'll
Fuck
support them,
that.
but like raising them, like
they need to know their mom too.
and
Like
and it's their parent. Yeah, I
They-
do.
they
They
have to
Here,
know their mom.
Realistically,
It's not even possible for him
if
to
you
do that.
still
Actually.
sustain a relationship with these kids, that time has not been wasted. Because
It hasn't.
you have a relationship with
You
these
can
kids.
that's the
sustain a
best part about
relationship.
it. That's the best part about it.
If you just abandon them completely,
I mean-
all those years that you grew them up,
It's gonna scar them
Then
for
you have
life,
to
bro.
like
you fucked yourself up.
okay. The
You
reason
fucked yourself
why
If he just leaves, bro,
That's my
just,
point. You can't just fucking leave.
dad wants to
Okay.
get milk
That's
and never
a-
came
the
back.
reason-
He's an NBA player.
the reason that's why
bread.
the reason that's an option is because if you keep the kids, you have to keep a relationship with the mom because the mom has to be with the
And
kids
it's their
too.
kids technically. Like if they want full custody of their
And the
Oh,
pop
because
too.
you're not doing shit to the parents, huh?
No,
Just regularly.
well, nigga, I'm not going to jail. You know how much money I'm making.
Come with me. I'm like, who they gonna go with?
You know how much money this making. You know how much money Wiggins is making.
Yeah, I get you.
Can't risk
So
that.
you just leave it and then
I
just.
said
go
that's a
with it.
possibility.
But to be
That's a
honest with you,
possibility.
I
Some
would
racks on
rather
their head.
cut the wife out of I'd rather cut the mother out of my life for doing that. Like I know it's gonna scar the kids, but it's even worse. Like if you leaving the kids with her is even worse because of the type of person she is based on.
She seems like a
the
fucking
alleged. That's what I'm saying.
Can you say whore?
Yeah.
She seems like a fucking whore.
I would say I don't think she does because she actually she's with Wiggins. She's like damn near married. So I mean, you obviously don't have whore activities if you're married to an NBA player.
How do you know it? Or that he knew of?
Allegedly,
Fuck,
allegedly.
I'm sucking everybody's
on the
fucking
camera,
dick.
on the camera. Obviously, I don't know.
We gotta say
in real
allegedly
life.
because
Allegedly.
supposed.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not that bad.
I know. I
Wiggins
really
is
do hope
doing
Wiggins
good,
is
bro.
not going through that because
Yeah.
that would be fucking
Bro.
wild.
I hope it's just like basic trauma.
I'll never be able to play basketball
I
again,
hope
bro.
Brooks goes through that though.
I'd have to go to the hospital. I'll be on suicide.
I'm not wishing that on anyone.
I hope Brooks, Dylan Brooks goes through
No, we
that.
gotta cut that out.
Wait, what are you doing then, Omari? If you're Wiggins,
You just say you beat the shit out of fucking the
Oh.
man. But you would just chill with her. She'd just
No,
be chilling
fuck
like,
hell
fuck
no.
you, bitch.
No, honestly, no, I don't feel like I wouldn't.
It's a
I wouldn't
lose-lose every
abandon-
way.
Yeah, it's a lose-lose.
You
way.
can't abandon.
I'm not abandoning the kid, but
That's
I'm not
why
gonna
it's
raise
tough.
them either. Like,
No,
if,
fuck 'em.
If those are their parents, like,
no, Omari, but
You
you,
know what
gotta
I mean?
realize that their whole lifestyle changed.
Also,
Nigga's a
you would
multi-millionaire.
in your
He's
eyes-
going to a nigga who's probably making like 50K or something.
In your
That's-
eyes,
but I'm
they've been
saying,
your
like,
kids.
you
You know what I
can
mean?
support
Like,
the kids with like, you
No,
know, you
but
can't help
also-
the kids out without having a relationship with
The kids have been growing up thinking that that's their dad for
Yeah,
how long years.
Man, bro.
So
At
it's
the
like
end of
if
the-
you tell them it's like it's not me, I'm
it's like,
leaving. Like
technically,
that's fucked up.
okay, technically they're not because I don't think they're married. So it's like
I don't think so. Yeah.
And you
he
as the father
technically
have
does
raised
not
them
have-
with
yeah,
that
but he
mentality.
technically
It's
does not
hard
have
to
custody
separate.
after like the paternity comes out. Like he can't unless they were to sign off and say you can have the kids. He wouldn't be able to take the kids if they didn't want him to.
Their
I
whole
think
life
you
is kind of
could fight through in court though.
But at the end of the day, like when the biological is gonna like win out if
Did
they
they
say
get
that they
married?
want to raise a kid.
But you're right. But at the same
Right.
time, there's definitely some like lawsuits that you can go through because
it's only if the
he's
parents
been
are
the
fit.
legal guardian. He's been signing under legal guardian for the last however many years. I'm not sure the logistics of that, but there's an argument that can be made since he's been the legal guardian for X amount of years that he should have custody of the kids. And then at that
I'm
point, you're
sure
gonna have
he
to prove that you're a good father and whatnot.
I mean, yeah.
Did they
Yeah,
get
whereas-
I know it's his girlfriend's girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because if they got married, bro,
Oh, she take
There's
some
a-
of his money, huh?
there's a real possibility that
Yeah,
she
fully
not only
screwed.
fucked your life up, right? Fucked your best friend, got the kids, but she
Takes half his
also
shit.
took half your shit. You gotta kill this bitch, bro. Ain't no way you don't kill this
We're
bitch,
not gonna be
bro.
able to air this.
Now
on
you
this
Allegedly,
podcast.
broke.
allegedly,
Now
allegedly.
you broke, bro. Oh my god,
Yeah, you gonna have to do some cutting today.
you can't even be happy. Like, oh, at least this bitch is broke. Like, she got half your money, bro.
What is it called?
Alimony.
Is it alimony?
Prenup?
No,
Before?
Prenup. There you
Oh,
go.
prenup.
Yeah.
Prenups before.
Alimony's like so
Alimony is
much.
when you pay.
All right, hopefully it's not that
Alimony is
bad.
what you pay. Like that's what he would be paying. Like she doesn't just take the money. Like
Yeah.
Monthly.
Which-
Hopefully
I
that's
mean,
not the
some things-
situation
some
though.
things
We
are
jumped
like
down a
that,
crazy
but-
rabbit hole.
Yeah, because
Basketball.
it's interesting.
Go back to
Yeah,
basketball now.
Basketball to end it
Back
off.
to balls, back to balls.
Hopefully
Omari Wiggins.
it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
And he comes back at the end of the season like they are expecting to.
They need him if they want to make
Yeah.
a run this year for
They
sure.
do because that
They're not making
what you were
Unless
saying before,
Kuminga
like on the
takes a
road.
massive jump,
Even if he does, like that's Draymond's kind of
They're not
role
beating a
they
single
put him
team
in.
on the road.
so-
and it's extra body too.
Yeah,
even if
he's not skilled offensively as Wiggins is, in my
no,
opinion,
yeah, you're right.
or defensively. So that's a huge. And he's getting paid a bunch of money for a good reason, you know.
Yeah.
So if he does, they're gonna continue to do what they're doing
All
now.
you need
like
is Draymond.
17.
That's all you need.
What?
Oh, they need Wiggins for sure.
They
Draymond
need-
40 point
all
On
you
the
need
road
is
for
Draymond.
sure. This road record stuff
that's
would
his
not be
crazy.
happening
Last
if Wiggins was
playoffs,
there.
Wiggins might have been their second best
in
valuable
the
player.
Yeah,
finals.
no, he was. No, he
He was
was.
in
Maybe the whole
He
playoff
was.
run
We
because he
talked
was
about
guarding.
this.
He was guarding Luca.
He
He
was,
was guarding.
he was, bro.
Who else in the previous series?
And
Who
he
did
would
they
get
play
some-
before the Mavericks?
Denver, but he was.
And they played the Grizzlies too, right?
Grizzlies, yeah.
And against the Celtics, he was coming.
It's guarding Ja, or GP was guarding
He
Ja.
locked Tatum up.
He was not.
He had a bad series because of Wiggins.
Curry would go off, and
wanna
then
say
he
that.
would keep
Yeah,
him in the
no.
game.
Okay, next basketball topic, and then I think we can go to NFL and then do trivia.
Right.
Quickly, we could just run through this. This is a report that came out today. Nothing too crazy. Lakers plan to run their current roster back next season. Don't plan to pursue Kyrie. I like it. We need
I'll hear
it.
from the Lakers
Just
fans
get
first.
better pieces.
All
Yeah,
right,
You can,
keep the
yeah, like the
pieces.
More-
upgrade.
more-
No,
more
I'm saying like
pieces.
resign everything you need, but you know you can
Get
still.
better
We need a
pieces.
backup
Yeah.
center. We
You
need
can
a
see
backup
what's
center.
around, you know, but
agree.
like
Hey,
Yep.
at the end of the day, keep this the same. Like,
D'Lo asked for a max though.
no,
Who?
There's no
He's
way
gone.
to sit there.
He's on a max right now.
Beal?
D'Lo.
Depends on how
It always
he
comes
plays.
up very
Not
quiet.
in a while.
For him, but he doesn't qualify because he hasn't been an
Yeah,
All NBA player. He doesn't qualify for anything
Super,
larger.
super
there's still a
no,
max.
just a max.
No, but there's still like certain thresholds that you have to meet to get like certain levels of max contracts. Since he made an All-Star team, so maybe he qualifies for like the second level of max. Because Tobias Harris got
know
a
that.
max contract, but it's only a max for his type of.
Yeah, that's
Tier-
how maxes
tier
always
list.
are. Yeah.
Yeah, because Jason
still a max,
Tatum was
like-
talking about this on JJ Redick's podcast. He was saying like he got hoed out of some money because some voters didn't vote him for like an All NBA team a few years ago.
Super max though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but still, like, there's contract, what do you call it? Thresholds that you need to hit, or no, award
Tiers, like-
thresholds that you need to hit in order to
Accolades.
qualify for certain contracts. It's not just like Supermax. There's levels to it. So, again, he might qualify for one of them because he made an All-Star team. I'm not too sure what the criteria is on that, but I think he wants a max for what he's getting, which would be like 28 to 30 a year, which I'm cool with giving him.
He owes
Well,
us,
so
though.
what would
D'Lo owes
Kyrie's
us.
max be though?
Huh?
What would a Kyrie max?
Yeah,
look like?
Kyrie, since he's been All NBA, been All Star, he would be making around like 40 million average. on
Okay,
that.
see, I didn't know that. I thought only Supermax had like you only can't get a Supermax unless you're All NBA. And I thought maxes.
Yeah, you have
are
to be on the
depending
team for 4
like,
years.
the team
Okay,
like that.
yeah,
To
so
get
that
to
makes
get, like-
sense. What that guy say there? 2 year 50, 60, so that'd be like 30 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's about what he's getting.
I like that.
And Vando's on his contract year too, right?
No, he has 2 more years left on like 3 million, so he's at a bargain right now.
Okay, yeah.
Because he
Damn.
was, he kept getting traded for whatever reason,
Yeah.
even though he was
Because he's a good piece to trade, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like him are just valuable.
So what do you think about
well-
that, though? What do you guys think about keeping them all?
No, I agree.
I think it's great. Yeah, we just need a better center or like a
Backup
backup
center.
center.
If Mo Bamba was healthy, it would be a lot healthier. We
Come on,
wouldn't be in
bro.
a problem situation.
Come on,
I
man.
know, but like he's a body that could rim protect. He's like 7'1".
body.
He sits on the
Body
3-point
can do
line.
I'm saying it would have been better than Wenyen Gabriel, in the paint.
I would prefer a better
Like,
option.
yeah, I would too, but yes, I would like to spend more money on a better center. I agree. It's a better backup.
Well, I like it just because I said this when the trade happened. It gives us continuity, and I think the pieces we have fit well. Like you can tell, we have to see what happens with LeBron, but D'Lo, good shooter. Beasley's a good shooter.
Chip on the way.
Troy Brown hitting
Vando
shots.
is a perimeter defender. Troy Brown hit shots. I
Reeves
think they
hitting
just
shots.
fit exactly
nice,
what we
man.
need. So
Players
we need,
playing their roles.
Malik Beasley's like a 50-50
we
ball,
need
depending on what you need
continuity.
him.
We need continuity
Health.
with the coach, the players,
Health.
everything. And it's
Health.
like I'm tired of
these
this
boys are
switching
healthy.
teams every year. Like
We need health.
give it half a season. If it doesn't work, trade everyone. It's like it's not
Nah,
that simple.
blowing up the
LA though,
championship
you know?
team was insane.
But it
One
has
of
to
the
stop
top
being
teams
LA.
the worst
It
shit
has
ever,
to
dude.
stop.
It's not going to, though. Like, superstars come here. Like, it's rare where you see, like, a rebuild happening with the Lakers.
True, but I think they'll learn from their mistakes, at least for the short term, at least for next season. I think they'll bring all the guys back, and maybe if next season we underperform, then they talk about trading some of these guys. But
Just have at least one season.
yeah, we got to have at least one whole season under the belt before we just get rid of them. Because
This
last time we did that, it wasn't even a full healthy season. We traded Kuzma and all those guys, and look what happened. So
They also have to worry about whenever LeBron may leave in 3-4 years or he's done.
yeah,
This team with AD, D'Lo, and everyone else can function. We've had a small sample size. They've been on
They've been winning without
They've been
LeBron.
on a good set of wins. So this team needs to figure it out because when LeBron does and when he goes, whether that may be in 2 years, 3 years, whatever, retire, different team, they need to be ready to win with Anthony Davis as their front man. And they've shown they could do that. And they just got to build around him more. I think that's going to be the next 8-year plan or 7-year plan for the
That
Lakers.
nigga's not playing 8 more years.
Oh, not 8. Okay,
like 5.
okay, 5 to 6.
Gonna have an 8-year plan in the NBA regardless.
But you want to
That's true, that's true,
you want to
that's
have pieces after LeBron's done, bro. Like
Yeah,
We don't even have. We
30,
can't even
right?
trade draft
80-30,
picks.
80-30.
We would have.
80-30,
80's going till
80-30.
he's
And he
35.
break like he's
Yeah,
fucking
my point of view on this.
Big men don't last as long generally
Yeah.
in the first
Yeah.
place.
8
But
years.
still,
And
you don't want to
also-
waste his skill.
To based on what you were saying about Kyrie and he's going to require more money, that also is a factor. And he's a headache outside of basketball. I don't think the Lakers should trust it. And I don't know the way Dallas has been playing lately. They've been losing a lot since they got him. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't know what he's going to say.
That's not his fault. It's his defense. They're just they're a bad defensive team.
It is not his
he's
fault,
not
but
a
they
good
traded
defensive
for
player.
him,
Yeah,
and that is
they
They
his.
traded their defense away, but you know what I mean? So it's not his fault. He came to a team that just has no defenders.
But the situation is a situation, and if he continues to lose, I'm sure he wants to compete. But maybe if they give him the money he wants, he'll just bite the bullet and stay there. You know what I mean?
he could. They're not.
And I
bad.
think they
If
have to
get
give him the money.
pieces- Yeah, if they get pieces get wing defenders, then they could be a decent team in the West.
They don't got cap though. That's the problem.
Yeah, but
And do you think they're gonna give him the money?
Taking the money.
D'Lo?
Kyrie?
Oh.
yeah.
Are they
Kyrie?
You think they kind of
Tom
have to,
Hardy,
don't they?
Adrian.
They
Yeah,
traded for
they
him.
have to, but I don't think he's going to accept it because he can go anywhere he wants to. People are going to pay him money 2-year or max for
So
sure.
even if they offer him the supermax, you don't think he's gonna take
He
it?
can't take a super max because he hasn't been playing there long enough.
You don't get a supermax if you're all NBA
Or
play
the
there
max,
for
whatever,
4
the
years.
max.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think they'll offer him the max because he's the max level player.
But you think he
Yeah,
won't take
No,
it?
I don't think so. I think he'll go somewhere else where he wants to go.
1 year minimum,
2
whatever.
years. He'll take 2-year contracts. I think they do the same thing with Kawhi, 2-year contracts based off of his health, because he misses games and stuff.
But I don't think that's what he wants. I just think that's what the organizations will
Yeah.
tell him.
Obviously
Because with
leagues.
Kawhi, I think he wants that.
You think so?
I don't know.
Because he's older, maybe.
I know LeBron did that
He
on
does that,
purpose.
yeah.
though,
Yeah, bro,
so-
I would say Bron's doing it on purpose.
Yeah,
'cause
but
just to make
Kyrie
sure-
would- yeah.
just make sure
Yeah.
you can dip off and
Position,
niggas
yeah.
ass.
It's smart though. Like,
It
So
is.
y'all got
Same
y'all
with
got a year or
Kawhi. Same
two.
with Kawhi, in my opinion. I think that's what he's doing. But
Y'all
back
got 2
onto
years to build some shit.
the Lakers point, I think that whoever they get doesn't really matter. The primary thing to me is LeBron and AD have to stay healthy.
yeah, facts.
If they don't stay healthy, nothing works. And it's been like that for the past couple of years.
Yeah.
It's when AD goes off, LeBron's not there.
Yeah,
AD's gone, LeBron goes off. There haven't been continuity together since 2020, honestly.
Since a chip.
So
Right.
I'm not too worried about who's on that roster. I'm just more worried about LeBron staying healthy and AD staying healthy, making sure they maximize their potential together so they can actually have a playoff run instead of just like coming in at the end and getting bopped, you know?
And then the depth too, like just generally when those guys do want to sit, like obviously keep him healthy long
Bron
term.
has
We
to
could
sit
still
now.
win games though. Like
Yeah.
you want to rest Bron, AD don't play back to backs. We could still win some of those games now.
Yeah.
Still need a center, but a backup center. But regardless, we could. You know, we're not. It's not like it used to be when it was Russ and the G Leaguers, like automatic L.
5 guards at one point. All
Dude, we ran 5 guards yesterday. We had like Rui, Dennis, Austin, and Malik Beasley. I'm like, bro.
Honestly, like what I see now, like the turnaround from the Lakers now is kind of crazy because this is like exactly. Seeing that one game where Malik Beasley was going crazy, but they made like mad threes. It's just like any championship team that LeBron has been on, you have to have like good shooters because that's all you need. You need LeBron, you need AD,
Shooters,
and you need
shooters.
Like
you don't even need AD. You just need LeBron and shooters.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, LeBron and shooters. But right now, since he's a little older, like this team, like you have LeBron, AD playing how they're playing consistently. If AD needs to try every game, like some of those games where he has like 7 shot attempts.
It's always been his problem, though.
Yeah, I know.
But
He's
I
not
think
aggressive.
now-
Some
I think-
days he's like super aggressive.
That shit
other
is
days
insane.
he's not
That shit
aggressive.
was insane.
I think now though with the team all around, like you saw that other game, he had 8 points and we still won. Like,
That's because
Yeah.
D'Lo
But
dropped
that
like
was-
38.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you don't.
if he's
it's
getting
like on
triple
one
team,
hand-
like you
20,
don't
yeah.
want him jacking up shots though. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
on one hand, it's like it's good that they were able to win with him only scoring 8 points, but it's like that's still like an anomaly, you know? Like you don't even want, and at the end of the day, you don't even want AD to have games like that.
Yeah,
You know, like
I agree.
because most of the time, like you won that one, but most of the time you're not gonna win it. At the end of the
I
day.
feel like you want him to
know,
be like Embiid type of aggressiveness.
you need, and he's good enough too. Like if he had that same, like Embiid plays with that drive all the time. Like
Well, he
and
need to be
gets-
aggressive, but he don't necessarily need to be like taking all the shots. He could be passing
Well,
out the post.
But
He
like
could
the way
be-
he was, the game before the back to back, like he was visibly like
Oh, the 34
like,
and 15
banging,
game?
getting,
Yeah.
The
like
34
banging
and
people,
15
getting
game.
up,
That
like,
was a good one.
You gotta play. Like I understand, like it's probably tiring and shit, and it's like you banging down low, like it probably hurts too. But it's like at the end of the day, it's like you want to be great, or you want to like have those games off. Like
He's 30 years old. I get like
he
doctors.
said he wanted to play. He said that they just
Yeah.
didn't.
Steph is 35, bro.
Yeah, but like no, like the thing with the doctors, like I get it, like they're not clearing it, whatever, back to backs. But like, bro, like you're 30 years old, like you probably have what 5 years left. Matt, we were saying he's 30, 35, 4 years. AD.
Left in his career?
What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah, like 5.
Like
4
5 good, like
39.
4 to 5 good more years.
37.
80 is not
He'll play till
playing.
He's playing
37.
till 39.
5 good more
37.
years, right?
I got-
5 good more years. We can say
And we said good, by the way. He could be
Oh,
playing
good
until
years?
39 and
good
be like
more
a
years.
backup center.
If he's-
37. I'll say
If he's not
37.
utilizing,
We're saying
like,
good years. You think he's
yeah.
gonna be good for 7 years?
Yeah. With this skill set?
could be,
maybe
maybe.
he's still predicated.
I
Like
can see him being like
he's
a
guard
serviceable
type, so he still needs
set.
to like move. You know,
Yeah.
like he's not gonna be able to do the
Yeah.
same.
He can still
moves
shoot and
But-
like he still has good post moves, but he's
Oh yeah, I
good
agree.
defense.
I'm saying
Knowledge
like
is
5,
there.
I'm saying 5 more AD years left, right? Like let's say right now for
Great
30,
years.
yeah,
Say
great
great,
years,
yeah.
yeah, great years, and then he fall off, skill. But like he should be like he need like I don't get what the point of is him not winning, like not playing games we need to win. Like now, like what we're gonna not try right now, and then we're gonna try and hopefully edge out a play-in spot to be like why are we not trying to avoid this? Why aren't we just letting him
I feel
play
like
a
if it wasn't the Rockets, like
and
Well, they probably thought they could win without him.
Yeah.
That's
even
really what
Best said this. Even Best said if you play 10, 15, 20 minutes, just
That
give
is
us
what I was-
nice
That's what I'm
space
saying. That's
and then
what I'm
arrest
saying
him.
too.
Like okay, I don't
was
hoop
saying
like
that
I don't.
No, the reason why players don't do that because they have to prepare mentally, warm
Nah,
ups.
they
You
want
know,
those
like
stats, man. They
you
want
can't
those-
just
they
put
need
10
those
minutes
per
because
game.
your body still
You-
feels it. You know,
It is a
they need
process,
those per
but
games. That's
your
why.
body still feels it. That's why they just rest them.
but we're trying to fight for a playoff spot. Like if we're not trying to fight for a playoff spot, what are we doing? We're just playing regular season games. Like we're just hooping.
No, I guarantee you, if it was a more important game, they probably thought they could beat the Rockets without him. That's
But
why they
nowadays,
just-
now we have to try against games that are harder for sure. Not versus Jalen Green shot chucking or KPJ shot chucking. Now we have to coming up as the Suns, coming up as the like. Do we not want to win the easy ones at least?
we still got some easy games.
We
and
do,
also,
but
I will say like it's smart in the long run. Like yes, we want to win these games, but we're still the 9th seed in the plan. Like we're not out of it because we lost that game. So I'm assuming they're thinking these harder matchups. Like without AD, let's say you had to sit one of those or he wasn't ready for one of those. There's no shot we're winning against those teams without him. With the Rockets, there's at least some chance we could win that game without him.
Same with OKC too. Like when you sat him out.
Yeah,
I
we-
feel like
we
that should have
won
been.
that game, so-
I felt like that should have been the Rockets game before we head into it. I'm like, oh, we're gonna beat the Rockets without AD. I was comfortable. The game started. My instant, halftime. I was like, yeah, bro, this is not looking like it's not looking good right now.
They was just dropping bucks in the paint like we didn't.
It was just the center.
Funny thing,
Like
you gotta-
Rui starting was like settling the bag. Like he was unfortunately
Fucking
setting.
6'8". What do you want him to do?
I know. I'm saying him starting was unfortunately setting the bag. Maybe when Gabe started, it could be different. But
It was was the general manager selling the bag. Sign somebody to a 10-day, bro.
That's exactly
just to get
what we're
rebounds. They don't
saying.
gotta do shit. Like dead ass.
Anybody.
No,
I agree.
Come on. You telling me like who's a fucking Nerlens Noel? He can't grab 8 boards for us. We would have won the game.
Nerlens Noel would be hard.
Stand
as
there
fuck.
like this, like in the paint.
Just be
you
a
know,
body.
like,
Be a
like
big
Rodgers.
body. Be a
fucking
big body.
Wish it was that
Niggas
easy.
But I don't know, man. This Laker team, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah,
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, it'll be good when
They're best in the
Bron's
West.
back. If they're healthy, they're one of the better
What did I say? What did I say?
Oh,
Top,
did you
third
guys
best
see
team in the
that,
West.
do you have anything else for? You want to talk about basketball wise?
Oh, we can move on to NFL if that's what you were going.
No, there's one
Ooh.
basketball thing. So,
Okay.
where the new CBA is gonna make requirements if you want to reach
I've been
MVP
saying, you know how many-
awards, you have to pay a
Oh, I
certain
love
amount of
that.
games.
I love that.
You know how many pods I said this? I was predicting this since like fucking. When did we
I
start?
wanted
When
to
we
know
started
how many games do you
Find the
think?
clip. Find the clip. Find the clip,
Oh
Omari.
God.
How many games do you think it's gonna be? To
60,
like
65.
60?
65.
I don't know if it's
At
gonna be a
least
specific
65.
amount of games.
That's
I'm
a good
gonna say
amount.
like 75% or more this season.
Okay, yeah, percentage wise.
Yeah.
Well, I was just
I say
giving a number.
70, man. Fuck them.
For
niggas.
what?
That's a lot of
How many
games.
games
I don't
to
care.
be eligible to get
Out of
awards in the
82,
NBA?
missing 12 is a lot.
get away?
like-
Awards.
Oh.
Like you have to play a
Like
certain amount
12
of
is
games.
a good amount. That's like
Yeah,
okay.
like,
75%
that's okay.
is the
I feel
number I
like you
said.
should
60
have
65.
I feel
What
like
is
you
that?
should do it.
75?
75%. That's the number I said.
You
60
think it's gonna
65.
motivate players to actually play though?
Huh?
You think it's gonna motivate players to actually play?
Yes. Because
If they want
again-
MVP, if they're MVP player.
And what I said, if they're gonna do it for the All NBA teams, if they want those supermax contracts, they're gonna have to play at that point. Because if they want to be eligible for those, they have to play to qualify for the teams.
I like it.
Okay, but see the bad thing about it, I think, is like players missing like Pro Bowl, like how Pro Bowl used to be super good, and players don't care anymore about it. Like, what if players don't care about getting these awards anymore? Like, who's the NBA to justify my talent type of thing? You know?
No,
there's
but it
way
matters
stop
to them,
trying to get
bro.
those.
In-
Like,
in-
stuff.
I think
For
it
your
matters.
career?
And
For your
contracts, too,
career?
like
Yeah, he was saying for All NBA.
yeah.
for super
Like
max.
maybe Jokic or something that already got 2 MVPs and whatever. He don't care, but the guys up and coming, they want those MVP. They want those
10 out of 5.
DPOYs.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, I'm-
At
yeah,
least
like,
one. At
Get
least.
you
most important-
what's it called? What's like
bonus
Nike,
pride?
Powerade,
like brand
Sponsorships?
sponsorships? Yeah, get you sponsorships too.
But yeah, I feel like the best will be All NBA since it ties into contracts. The best thing you could do is make All NBA a game requirement because niggas will play to try to get those
Yeah,
super maxes.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like, and those are, and at the end of the day, the stars are what people are paying to see. So,
Facts,
and the
facts.
stars are the people trying to get the super maxes, trying to get their fucking like
Awards.
like awards. Like because obviously like the people under like this like whatever. But if they sit, people aren't fucking.
Damn. So what if you get like an injury early on and you're out for 20 games? You were like, oh, the season's over. Or?
Well, they don't put
I
those
feel
guys
like
in
it-
the All NBA. Like
Yeah.
when we're voting for
like
All
Steph,
Stars and
like
stuff.
Steph wouldn't be eligible this year because of how many injuries he got.
Right.
But he's playing at All-Star, All NBA level.
Sound too
Right,
bad.
but they've also factored that in. Like when we vote for All Stars, we like, oh, this guy didn't play enough, so we don't vote him.
Yeah,
I think
the
they'll just
human-
have that same
human effect
mentality.
or
Yeah.
human-
It's just it will just be unfortunate, but it's just how it is. Like
Yeah.
I think Anthony Davis he didn't make the All Star team this year because he was hurt when the voting
Yeah,
like
he
was
was
happening.
averaging like 30
Yeah.
and
But
fucking
yeah,
12.
he's averaging 26
They
and
gave
13
Zion
on the
spot.
season. Like
They gave
Two
Zion a
blocks.
spot
Yeah,
for a
before,
couple more
what's it called?
games, bro.
He was
Zion got a
averaging
spot.
crazy.
At the time, was Zion at like what 4 games? Bro?
Give the bus to the spot.
That shit was so crazy.
Booker didn't get a spot either.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, that's all I want to say for that one.
NFL now, NFL.
Nipples.
Rodgers.
I didn't write any of the NFL stuff down,
Okay.
so you could just fire. There's been a lot of
Yeah, well,
signings, so like.
We didn't talk about the car
Man,
one.
may I
Derek
bring
Carr.
one up on my team first?
Let's just talk about Carr and
Yeah,
Rodgers.
Did
let's
we
go.
talk about that? No, we
No,
didn't.
Let's just talk
Any
about
of them.
Carr and Rodgers.
The Bears traded.
You guys so Waller
Yeah,
though.
trivia too.
I
That's
love
true. That's a
yeah.
good point. Actually, we should.
Let's
Talk
talk
about-
about Rodgers first because I think
Okay,
because he's
that's
technically
good.
not even traded there, and it's like the situation is just
Shit
funny
is insane.
because he's like, yeah, these are the players that you got to get me. They're getting these players,
You
and
can go ahead. Yeah, but I'm gonna hit it. Rodgers and Harden are on the same level of heatedness for conversation.
I was about to say this nigga was about to start like
he was
yeah.
ready to go in. He was ready to go.
Yeah,
I was like,
he caught
damn.
himself,
Go ahead, go
He
ahead.
caught himself. He caught himself that time.
He
So
could
fast to
correct
put the
me
meat in
'cause
his mouth.
He probably knows this guy's
Well,
fucking
what's he about to do? What's he
government
about to
name.
say?
He can spell it out.
Austin knows the social security number. He knows Rodgers' social
Yeah, he knows
security.
Rodgers'
I mean,
social
Aaron Rodgers
security.
said that he didn't say that shit.
But
He told
basically,
me
basically,
told me.
he's going to New York.
he's like outside his house with binoculars.
What are you doing, Rodgers? What are you doing?
All right, go ahead. Ben,
He
go ahead.
told the Jets again. Correct me after I say this if I'm wrong, because he told the Jets these are the players that I want. A lot of it is basically motherfuckers that play for the Packers.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and
just stay.
Trade the rest of the
he's
Packers.
making
You
it
stay,
like
maybe.
a decision thing. Like he thinks he's that nice that he's got to do ESPN. I got to go on Pat McAfee's podcast. Say I came out the woods and I had a revelation. I'm ready
I
to
like
play
Pat
again.
McAfee, though.
I'm playing for the Jets. Like you're not good enough to warrant all that.
What
but
do you mean? He's the
I'm
best.
sorry.
He's the best
Yeah.
Packer of all time.
Okay.
Is he not? He's a 4-time MVP.
It's tough though. You know
Fraud.
what?
Aaron Rodgers.
He's a hater.
He's
Brady don't even do that shit.
Shiver me timbers. Bro
Brady
hasn't
don't even
moved.
be
It's not
doing
his
that
fault.
shit.
It's the team's fault. It's not the QB's fault.
Nah, but
Brady
that's
don't even
crazy.
be doing
Okay,
that
it's
shit.
two different people.
But you
No,
know,
bro.
but
One
you-
of them has better stats. One of them has more
Okay,
rings.
but, this,
But
okay,
you know
that's
they're
who Brady
piling on a
is.
QB, right? When the team loses, the QB takes all the blame.
Well, if you watch football, you know that's not how it goes, bro. Like
do you
every
mean?
single freaking thing
That
matters.
special team
The
shit was
special team
crazy.
sold them.
That shit was so fucking
He missed a
funny,
field goal
dude.
and then
That
a
shit
punt
was-
return
yeah,
for a
punt
TD.
return,
I don't
Oh,
think that
Rodgers
he
didn't
shouldn't
play good
be.
enough in the punt
I don't-
return.
It was so
But you
crazy,
can't act
dude.
like he was lighting it up, though.
He wasn't, but he was playing enough, good enough to win.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
think
saying, though. If you're
he
not
should leave
lighting
for
it up
sure.
and that shit happens,
You're
they're gonna
trash.
get on
Yeah,
your ass.
okay.
They're gonna
He
get
I
should
on
leave
your
understand
for
that.
sure.
But you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't. This nigga's
ass.
a
I hate the
Acting like
Packers. I'm about to shit on him every
that.
chance I get.
Acting like that is kind of wild.
Jordan
bro.
Love era.
He wants people to fucking massage his balls when
He
they fucking
does.
talk to him, bro.
Okay, but is he
Like,
not that?
fuck,
Is he
my
not that
bad,
guy? Is
like,
he not
my
nice?
God.
Is he not
That's
nice?
my point.
Not
Okay,
that
bro.
He's not as nice.
Brady's
too.
nicer than you. Mahomes is nicer than you. Hurts right now is nicer than you.
Okay, Mo.
Josh
These
Allen.
motherfuckers don't want their balls
Josh
massaged.
Allen,
It's only
Herbert.
one
You
season.
do?
You're not
With your
saying that last
fucking
year.
old
You're not
ass-
saying that last year,
What
though.
the fuck?
With
Hold on.
Devontae, you're saying
Pause,
that-
you're getting-
pause,
2
pause,
years ago,
pause.
2 years ago.
Oh,
Listen,
1 year ago.
listen,
It's
With
two now.
Devontae. You saying that with
Listen,
Devontae?
It's 2 years ago now.
Listen,
All right.
this year, you gonna say that motherfucker was good?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Was his team good?
No, pretty sure.
They got Alan Lazard was the wide receiver
Hold on, hold on.
one.
Pause.
Lazard.
How many times
Yeah,
did
no,
Brady?
you was
telling me they
how
would do
many
nice at the
times-
beginning of the year. I ain't
How
forget.
many times
Yeah,
did
bro,
Brady
right.
not have a good team?
He's gonna believe in his team.
How many times did Brady not have
Very
a good
rarely.
team?
AFC, like
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
Brady
maybe not.
begins stack
Hold on,
teams most of
maybe
the
not.
defense. His defense has been
no,
Bro, he went to the
crazy.
Bucks. He
That's
was like
what
the
I mean.
best all around.
That's
Y'all
what
are
I
spinning.
mean. No, that's
Y'all
what I
are
mean.
spinning
The
now. Hold
defense
on,
is
pause.
usually hot. The offensive options.
Bro, but he had
usually work.
Randy Moss, Gronk.
At one
Edelman.
point. At one point. That was his fucking. What about
Who's
other
Rodgers'
times?
best
Herbo,
receiver?
When he had fucking
I think Jennings or Devontae's his best receiver ever, in my opinion.
who?
Rodgers, yeah.
He's had good teams. Not like he's
What
had
about
shit teams.
Jordy Nelson.
This
Jordan
last year I'll
Nelson was
concede,
a
but he's had
fucking
good teams.
dog.
Devontae
Oh
is
my God.
nasty though, bro.
Devontae is nasty though.
Okay,
But my
but
point is, my point is,
Mercedes Lewis been there his whole career too.
you
He
can
looks
act
to
like
be nice.
this in your. You can act like this when you're fucking winning chips, bro. You're not in your prime, bro.
he was
I'm
an
sorry.
MVP last season. That's not prime.
2 seasons ago.
Okay, because we're talking about last season before this season coming
You
up.
look, you can't,
So,
you
I guess you said
can't
2
drop
seasons.
off though. Like, you know what I mean? Look, look, if we're being realistic, this was his opportunity to show that it wasn't Devontae Adams.
No.
Facts,
it not?
facts,
This
facts.
was his.
Did you see their whole offense? It was
This
all
was his
passes to
opportunity
Aaron. This is all
to
passes to
fucking
Aaron
show-
Jones and slant routes.
No, it was his
like he
opportunity
couldn't throw
to
anything
show.
short.
It's
It
the
was his
same
opportunity
coach,
to show.
Okay,
that
different
he-
offense. Devontae, this nigga was getting triple
Hold on,
teamed. Like
hold on,
it's
hold
a
on.
whole different
So,
story.
Okay, you may think that Rodgers' success wasn't completely based off of Adams, right? But the question still remains: was he as good as people thought without Adams?
Without a number 1 receiver.
Without
we don't
a
gotta say.
number
Who would be though? You think so? Would Mahomes be as good without Kelsey?
Yeah. I think he lost fucking Tyreek Hill.
No,
and won a
no.
chip.
He had
Lost Tyreek
Travis
Hill and
Kelsey.
shit.
He had Travis
Look,
Kelsey.
Travis is
You're
nice.
both right.
Travis
You're
is
both
nice.
right. You're both right.
If he
Listen.
lost his biggest, he lost his biggest option, and he fucking won a chip.
So
if he
wait,
loses
is Tyreek
his-
Hill
Hold on,
better
hold
than
on,
Travis
hold on, hold on.
Kelsey?
You're both right.
No, I'm not saying
Travis
that. But
is
Tyreek Hill is
him.
better than a lot of the league. Wouldn't you say? Tyreek
Oh,
Hill
for sure.
at the
He's
time
top
might have
5
been
for sure.
Top 5, exactly. So you have a top 5.
He was top 5 last year,
and you
too.
have Kelsey,
Okay,
right?
who's the
top
coach?
5 as well?
Kelsey's the best.
You gonna tell me Matt LaFleur is better than what's his
LaFleur.
is better than what's his name? Who's the Chiefs coach?
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid.
LaFleur be doing stupid
You
shit.
see
I'm
what
not
Andy
even
Reid
cap.
did in the Super Bowl?
Andy Reid's kind
He's
of
running in circles
Been
around
to
these dudes,
multiple
bro.
Super Bowls, won a few. So.
You gonna compare those two coaches?
No, I agree, but we're not talking about the coaches. We're talking about the players.
Oh, you know the coaches matter. You know the
Just
coaches
told me
matter.
Patrick Mahomes, brother.
Okay, but Patrick
Patrick
Mahomes isn't
Mahomes
as
is
good
the
without Andy Reid, in my opinion.
I agree, but let's compare the two quarterbacks. Who has better mobility right now?
This nigga's 39.
My point. That's my point.
Well, the point
That's
is
my
he's old
point.
as shit right
Don't
now.
be
That's about an
fucking.
arm.
You can't be fucking old as
Mahomes.
shit talking about.
Rodgers has a better arm.
Not right
in
now.
my opinion.
Not right now. Not
Okay,
right now.
Pocket
Prime,
passer.
I'll
Who's the
give
better
you.
pocket passer?
Yeah, dude.
Mahomes.
Aaron
I
Rodgers.
see Mahomes.
Who got the better pocket?
No, he's talking about last year. Last year, Mahomes beat him in every category
Hold on,
for sure.
Say who got the
But the
pocket
year,
pussy?
if he had Devontae Adams, he
Mahomes
give
won
me.
MVP. Oh.
Oh, no. Rodgers won MVP.
No. Sorry. No, but last year or this year, Mahomes won
Yeah,
MVP.
unanimous
yes, too.
MVP?
I just had to
I
phrase phrase it
I
correctly.
don't think so.
Oh, he didn't get that.
No, I don't think it was unanimous. But okay,
No.
my point is, if he has a Devontae type receiver
He'll be better.
with Garrett Wilson,
Sure.
is his
But
Devontae?
our point is,
Okay,
that
let's chill out. Garrett Wilson, nice.
No,
but
he's
Devontae-
supposed to be.
Garrett Wilson is gonna be
He's
that.
Devontae, but he's not
No,
Devontae.
but the point is, okay,
Mhm.
that when you act that way and you don't have a fucking great, amazing season, people are gonna fucking
So we,
jump on
so
it.
we're only gonna just
People are gonna jump on that back, and you can't just be like, "Oh, they're just haters. They're just haters."
No, I'm
No,
not gonna say
it's
that.
for
It's
good
the same
reason.
thing
I'm
as
just
the
saying-
Kyrie
It's
thing.
for
It's the
good.
same thing as the
Exactly.
Kyrie thing. You
You're
have all
asking
these
for-
demands, and you
you're
haven't won
literally-
anything with this organization.
Yeah, you're
What do you
asking
mean?
for
He's
all
won-
this animosity.
He's been 13-3 for the past 3 seasons before this one. That's
But-
winning.
But, no,
Rodgers-
but in
Yeah.
the playoffs, he's choked
fine.
continuous times.
It's not even him though.
The
Back
team
to
is
that
choked.
point. The
Whatever.
team is
I'll
choked.
say that. The team is choked.
But
And
winning
like,
13 games in the NFL 3 years in a row is insane.
I'm not
And
saying
that's
he's
the problem,
garbage.
yeah.
But I'm just saying he's not like
That's
he's
good.
not what he used to
Can
be.
I ask a question
That's
real
not
quick?
true though because
I want to know.
last
Yes,
season,
Gabe. Well, we're gonna say
What ranking is Aaron Rodgers in, like top what right now? Well, quarterback wise, not
10,
team like
10.
so he's top 10. So what a
But
top 10
the thing
player.
about football is because it can change easily within a year. You know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
Last
Josh
year,
Allen-
the year he won MVP, he was top 3.
See,
Josh Allen just dropped.
Here's the
So he
problem
won.
with that shit though. Like the thing is, he's a good quarterback. He's a top 10,
Who?
and a
Rodgers?
lot of teams
Yeah.
would be lucky to have they
Yes.
would want him. The problem is his age, the amount of money he
Yes,
makes, and
yes.
it's also the stuff that like
comes with him.
demands,
the
the demands.
off the field stuff. Because
Brother.
you never know when he like could, he's a selfish.
But
let's
it
be
never
real.
affects his play in game.
True.
Never, or the team that's in the locker room. You haven't heard one negative thing recently about him.
True,
said.
but it affects the organization, not the players directly.
It's
But
New
they
York
got.
though, bro. Like New York, the media is gonna kill him before the organization does.
I know, but it's even going to be amplified. So if he ever goes on another darkness retreat or whatever, they're going to be like, "The fuck is he?" Especially comes off a loss, he's like, I don't want to talk to the media." They're going to drill him. You know what I mean? That's the
but
thing.
he's never been that type of player to do what Zach Wilson did or throw his teammates under the bus.
Yeah.
He's never been that. He's
Well,
always been
we'll
like
see.
straightforward.
It's
We'll
just
see.
bad
because
though.
of New
It's
York,
gonna be like
he's
the-
a veteran though. He's been in the league
It's
for
gonna
so
be
long.
like the Browns and Watson, like when they gave him a fuck ton of money.
I
like,
will
they
say
fucked
this,
that whole
But I
shit
think
up.
they're not going to trade
It's
as
gonna
much
be the
though.
same
That's the
thing.
good thing about
No,
I
I
understand
agree.
the situation. 39, 60
Yeah.
million. Like
It's just
1 or 2 years
just
left.
showing how desperate they are for a quarterback. Though.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the
Okay,
only
but they are.
missing piece.
No, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
but
They're just
the
showing it.
Packers are
Like,
showing
it's
their hand
fucking
too
blatant.
because the Packers are not going to keep him and keep 60 million on the
Green
books
Bay
on the
just
bench.
said we don't give a fuck about
And
you,
about the
bitch. We got
situation-
love
No, yeah.
ready to go.
So he's not going to play even if he stays on Green Bay, which is obviously probably not going to happen.
No, they said about that situation. The thing about this whole thing, and the reason I don't think it's happened is because the Packers pretty much said like, yeah, if things go bad, we'll have him back, which basically means like we don't want him.
Yeah.
And the Jets are like, they're trying to figure out what to give up, and the Jets know that the Packers don't want him, so they're trying to give him
Yeah,
less
makes sense.
You
less
can't
as
keep
possible.
60 million on the books, and the locker room is going to be terrible too.
That
'cause
too.
Most of the vets on that team are going to side with Rodgers over Love.
And it's like-
it's going to be hard for him to go to that leadership type of role for
Right.
Love.
If
or-
he's there, yeah.
I started
performance group.
sabotaging.
Started doing bad.
All I'm gonna say is,
Start throwing niggas
okay,
water
we can
balls
all
away.
agree.
100%.
Yeah, we can all agree that the
Do
Jets
petty
are going to
shit.
be better than
Yes,
they were
yes.
with Rodgers.
Oh yeah, of course. I think they're gonna
That
be good
division's
again.
going to be tough though.
The situation though, him getting there is what like is just weird about it. It's already starting off weird.
Yeah, it's like nigga, just go. Like
No, you
it's
can't,
like
you
why you
can't,
being
you
so
can't.
fucking
It's not
weird?
easy like
Yeah,
that. It's
I
not
know,
that
bro.
No,
easy.
it's the whole thing that he
But
has
it's like
to
the
figure
whole,
out.
Did he
like,
get
shit,
traded?
like-
Or
Yeah,
he has to get traded? Yeah, he
Yeah,
has to
you
get.
have to figure out what to give out.
little-
give
He's
up.
gonna get
So he
traded.
has
It's
to
just a
get
matter
traded.
of when.
Okay.
It's a matter of what
Because
too. Like how many first rounders?
Everybody
One.
would be on the side.
I don't think it's gonna be
If he
any.
was cool
I think
about
we
it,
won.
I think it's gonna be
everybody
2
would be on the side.
second rounders, like this year's in the future. I don't think it's gonna be a first.
You think he's only
round.
going to play a season? I think 2 and he's
Who?
done.
Rodgers for the Jets?
I think
I think 2.
I can guarantee it's not going to be a first just because of if the contract wasn't guaranteed or something, or if they had an out, they would give him a first rounder. But the fact that they have to take that on and they don't really know what he's going to do,
Yeah.
that's the why it might not be. It might be a high second or whatever, but
I think it'll be 1 first rounder and then a pick that determine like what's
like
it called?
swap or whatever.
Yeah, an eligibility type of thing. Like
Yeah.
if he plays next year, if they get this to this,
Compensatory.
yeah,
pick.
compensatory pick.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be it. But
We'll
the Jets
see.
will be better. I think.
Also, the leverage thing, they're gonna be like, "Why would we give you first round pick? You don't want B or you don't
Yeah,
want him
facts.
there." So
So both teams have something to lose in that
it'll
offer.
be interesting.
Yeah. What about Garoppolo? To the
Yeah,
Raiders.
That's just
Raiders
terrible,
fan.
bro.
Oh, then
All right, so look,
before you
hold
go,
up.
before you go,
Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to speak about how Devontae was kind of upset about the Raiders not talking to him, and then when Waller got traded, Jacobs was
We
upset
gotta talk
too.
about that too.
Yeah.
All right, so look. Okay.
Before you get into the Jimmy G thing, I do want to say I looked at his contract. It's pretty relatively cheap. It's a 2-year contract, and they can get out of it after the first year and only have like $8 million of dead cap. So before you like,
But for
you can
Julio-
talk about him the player, but just in talking about contract wise, like it's not the worst situation. It's not like they're stuck with him or something.
Yeah,
like that.
but it's bad because we're stuck with the fucking
Niggas garbage.
mediocre.
Should be on a
The
plane to
staff.
China.
Oh,
Yeah.
McDaniels.
Didn't we say
Like,
that nigga's supposed to be on the
everybody,
Chinese football league?
everybody.
The joke though, we obviously knew he was
So,
gonna.
We
So-
need to clean everything out.
So
Like,
what do you
everybody
think
needs to
about go through everything? Go through the Waller trade and go through the Jimmy
Waller
side.
trade, bro, made me
And you guys
so
signed, Jacoby
fucking
Myers.
upset.
Oh yeah,
man.
Myers.
No, we did not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's good though.
Who did they
Oh,
let
He's
go?
okay,
No,
bro.
Jacoby's good.
He's whatever.
He'll be good.
Waller's the
With,
thing.
oh,
no,
what's
They
his
stopped
name?
everybody though.
This is the
Wide
thing that
receiver.
happened.
Matt,
Juju signed with the Pats, and the thing is the Pats offered Jacoby Myers and Juju the
Same
same
deal.
amount of money, and no.
Or Juju got more money.
No,
Yeah, ooh.
Jacoby and Juju got the same amount, but they didn't offer that amount. The Patriots didn't offer it to Jacoby. The Raiders gave the same amount, the same contract to Jacoby that the Patriots gave
ugly.
Juju. So they were saying like, you're not as good as Juju, basically.
So
Was
that
it guaranteed different?
It was
Guaranteed money
exactly the
was
same
different.
contract.
Juju
exact
got
same
paid
contract.
though. I don't know how
So
Juju got paid.
that was interesting to me.
Jacoby's
got-
better than him. What?
He is, but Juju is a better blocker.
Then Juju, yeah, but
Juju's a
he's
better
younger
blocker, and you
and-
know Patriots, they don't want the receivers catching the ball.
yes. But I don't get how Juju got that
Stevenson
contract,
season
bro.
next season.
He
He
got,
won a
that,
Super
he
Bowl.
got that shit off for like 8 plays or like 4 plays, bro. Just back to back.
It's because he played with Mahomes. That's what
You
he
know
do
what
for
they're
you.
gonna
He
do
gets
with
you paid.
you know what they're gonna do with Vermondre next season? Just all dump offs.
No, they signed somebody. They signed a running back.
Oh, what's his name? The guy from the Jags that was undrafted.
James Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's
But
gonna.
he's not gonna play though. I mean, it's Vermondre's.
Wait,
He'll
no,
get the
you
catches,
crazy.
but
You crazy.
Robinson will get the goal line.
Look at me,
Third down there.
Hassan.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat your words, brother. Watch.
No,
I got
it's
James
Stevenson's
Robinson
show.
from the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Watch, he's gonna be good.
He wasn't even on the Jaguars. No, he's on the Jets.
He went to
Yeah.
the Jets, yeah, but the Jets can't use him because they have fucking what's his
Brees
Brees
Hall.
Hall.
They have Brees Hall and
Woo!
McCarthy.
Nice,
They don't need him.
Jets
They
to
don't
the
need
Super
him.
Bowl coming now.
Hell
You
no.
heard me.
Let's slap dick on Hassan.
But give your thoughts on the Raiders' whole situation. The Darren Waller and the Garoppolo.
So let's start off with the Waller shit, bro. That shit's so sad, bro. Like Waller is, when healthy, a top 5 fucking tight end, dog. He really is. He
He should
showed
have been
it,
hurt.
Top
Okay.
3, actually.
dog. And we give him up for a 3rd round.
The Giants
Just
fleeced.
the pick is
Are
insane.
The Giants
fucking
fleeced because they traded Kadarius Toney for the pick that they gave you guys. So they basically traded Toney for Waller.
Like, how does that make sense? But like,
That is
okay,
insane.
so then we move on from that, right? We let go of Carr, sure. Okay, fuck it. We want to get rid of Carr. He's playing forever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Who are we gonna get, right? Who are we gonna get? Fuck it. Let's see who we get. We get Garoppolo, dog.
Who else was on the market though?
So, dog,
You want Carson Wentz?
Garoppolo was decent in a system, in a good system, right? Like the Patriots.
Shanahan's
But he's back with his
Or-
offensive coordinator that he was with
man,
the
come on,
You mean
Patriots.
the ass one? You mean McDaniel?
He is ass, but
one,
he's
bro?
back with him though.
And
Fucking
back to your
sit
point
down
about
two
the-
ass boys
but-
together. Like, I don't
Like
need
I
that.
think Kyle Shanahan's the best coach in the league in my
Yeah,
opinion.
but my point is
his
that-
schemes are
Kevin
crazy.
O'Connell.
Yeah, the Niners, the way they run their team though is a run and D, bro.
Yeah.
Run and D.
It's
Okay?
all scheme based.
So
Wait,
what
wait,
does that mean? That they
Who
don't
won
need
Coach of the Year?
Garoppolo.
This year, who won Coach of the Year? Was it the
Was it
Giants
Ronnie,
coach?
maybe?
Was it the Giants coach?
It was
He
the
won.
Giants coach.
He won it.
Yeah,
He deserves it.
or was
He
it
did really good on
Sirianni?
the team, but-
That's I
Giants, dude.
you're right. He's one of the better coaches in the league. I don't remember who won Coach of the Year.
Pretty sure it was Giants, dude.
Continue. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
wait, fuck, I forgot what
Dable?
What was this?
Yeah, it was
You're
Dable.
saying something about you guys got Jimmy G.
Oh yeah.
Giants
So
are
no. So
It was
Jimmy
Dable?
G. So everybody can agree. Would you say Jimmy G in San Fran was a top 10 quarterback?
Hell
Hell
no.
no.
No, right? Okay.
Not even
So-
15, bro.
But wouldn't you also say
Probably
that
16.
that is probably the best system or environment for him?
Mhm.
Is a run first
100%.
and a defense team with a good fucking line.
Good receiver.
So now you're telling me that everything goes lower. We don't have the line San
Well,
Fran has. We don't have the D San Fran
Yeah,
has.
but the run
We
game
don't have
is-
the- you think we
Well,
have
you
the
do,
run game
actually.
San Fran has?
Last
You know that to have a good run game, you need a good O-line.
No, Sanford got the best run game in
Josh
the league.
Jacobs was cooking up last year though.
The only year this
Yeah.
motherfucker went off, and most of it was
But he
off
was
of
healthy.
touchdowns. A lot of it was off of touchdowns.
No, he can run. His
No,
cutbacks
for
are
sure,
he's nice,
good.
bro.
I have his jersey. I love
Jacobs.
him. But we need a line. We didn't do shit to our line. We haven't upgraded.
But- and then
our
Adams
defense
is-
isn't good. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
You can't really run.
Oh,
if you're
defense is
down.
terrible.
a
And their
fuck ton.
division. Their
How
division
am I gonna
got a
run?
lot better.
How are we gonna run if we're down 30?
You guys are the worst team in the division.
How the fuck is
Yeah,
that gonna work?
Maybe. We'll see what
Easily.
you guys might be the worst team in the division.
I wouldn't
Because
bet. Oh, yeah,
Chargers,
no.
Chiefs, and then
No,
the
we are.
Broncos, but they just
No,
got
we are.
Sean Payton.
No,
so.
we are. We are the worst team.
Yeah,
And-
coming into like training camp, the team's already like
Yeah,
dysfunctional.
and I haven't even got to the best part.
Mm.
You know
Or the
why
worst part.
this is the worst part? You know why this is the best, the worst? No, it's the worst actually. Like as a fan, like any Raider fan that's listening, you should like get a different team. For real. I've really considered getting a different team.
Man.
Because these motherfuckers really don't give a fuck. Like, imagine being ass, right? In the same motherfucking departments, right? For 10 years, 20 years, and you don't want to fix shit.
Dude,
You
what
don't
is
wanna
that?
wait,
Derek Carr was there for
coaching?
The Browns
Carr was
got
there for
what?
9
Everything.
years?
Bro, we don't I can't even rely. Look how sad this is.
What did you think of Gruden
I can't even.
when he was there?
Fucking garbage, bro. And I keep asking my dad, like, you like this motherfucker, bro? And he's like, he's the guru, bro. I'm trying to 100 million, 10 years. I'm like, bro, we gave him everything. Like, he better, like, pull a quarterback out his ass right now. Like, I need to see something. And he just fucking.
The full 360 that
called a
team
bunch
did
of
from
fucking
the year
racist
that Card took them to the playoffs to what they have now is
Bro,
ridiculous.
okay, but
He was on
that
like an
our
MVP trajectory.
season, brother. That was our MVP season. He fucking tore his ACL or MCL.
No, I'm talking about the 2 years ago when they made it to the playoffs with the rug situation,
Omari.
Gruden
Bro,
situation.
that was-
They was going
I
crazy.
mean, but they had a.
I get you.
a
I was
plan,
hoping.
though. They
I
had
was hoping. We went against.
They got Devontae in the
we went
offseason.
against Tennessee.
Who was the coach then? It was
Oh,
not
Bengals,
Josh
the Bengals
McDaniels. It was like some
Oh, was it?
interim head coach, right?
Oh.
That's mid-season.
He
Gruden got
was
fired.
he's special teams coach
Yeah.
for the.
Oh, I
Your coach?
loved it.
What was his name?
Palinka. No.
Palinka.
It was
Robert.
It was something like an
Versace,
Italian.
Versace.
And then you fired him and hired.
Versace.
Why
Versace.
would you? And then guess who started? This
Raiders.
No,
Or
Green
special
Bay.
teams.
Green Bay got him
Yeah.
for special
Or
teams. Like,
Packers, yeah.
fucking, what the fuck?
Special teams.
Bro,
Oh,
Yeah,
why
should be the
would you
special
get-
teams
y'all,
coach.
y'all
my
special
point,
teams kind of
bro.
good.
It got better.
So
Nixon,
that's my point.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
we
when
barely
we
get
had
a
no
season.
quarterback though, I can't even rely on my team to draft a fucking quarterback good. Because these motherfuckers don't know how to draft. They don't know how to sign people. They don't know how to trade people. They don't know how to cut people.
That draft shit is
They
facts, though.
can't do shit. All of our first rounder. You know,
Jail.
You know we're the only team to draft a fucking kicker in the first round. You know no team is ever fucking
Gostkowski?
does it. Are you fucking kidding me, dog? Are you fucking kidding me? You don't think that shit's embarrassing? Maybe. You don't think that there's a reason maybe why they don't take kickers in the first round? Are you fucking
crazy
Bro,
that
kickers
is?
go
You know
undrafted
what?
half the
Can you do
time.
that better? This is how you can tell who the fuck is running our shit. Search up our owner. You ever seen our
No.
owner?
You don't gotta show that.
Have you ever
bro.
seen our owner?
I'm not trying to get
Brother,
scared.
you've never seen our
He's
owner?
seen him. He's seen it.
You'll
You'll know who he is.
I promise you,
Mark Davis, you've seen his ass.
brother.
His whack ass
I
haircut.
could have typed in Down syndrome, 40-year-olds.
Relax, man.
You never seen his man?
And
His
it's
garbage ass
mad.
haircut.
Dude,
He's
how you
running
even
my
own a
shit.
team?
He's running my his daddy.
Who
his
got
daddy.
money?
His
Oh,
daddy.
of course.
His daddy.
He got
His
the
daddy,
suds,
like,
bro,
but
he
his
looks
daddy
like in
was
the
man.
shows when it's like the fat prince,
bro.
like spoiled prince. That's
Yeah,
what he looks
exactly.
exactly what the nigga
Exactly.
was like.
The
He
one
looked
where
like he got
his
the
daddy
suds from
was king.
SpongeBob. Like,
Yeah.
dead ass.
Brother,
You know what I
like,
feel bad for? I feel bad for Devontae. That's my guy,
He
man.
thought he was gonna play with his friend, bro. Oh my
that's what I thought. I was
he
so
wasn't-
hyped.
He wasn't gonna play with Rodgers in Green Bay. I mean, they would have stayed. I think.
Go to
What did they
Kansas
play?
City.
Stanford?
Go to Kansas City,
I
Devontae.
think so. Yeah. Go to Kansas City.
Bruh, I was.
I think if he
so
stayed in
hyped.
Green
Fresno
Bay, Rodgers
State, I
would be
think,
in
no?
Green Bay right now
Fresno
too.
State?
Fresno, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was hyped.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it would have been. I mean, even if he was with Jordan Love, I think that's a better situation.
No, he left because of Jordan Love.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he didn't know how long
Alright,
Rodgers was gonna
so-
play for, so he left.
So
Jordan Love or Jimmy G? I'm taking Jordan Love, like just for the upside.
Jordan
Love,
right now,
Jimmy G?
right now.
Yeah.
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 Everything you want. That's
Jimmy
everything you
G's
want on how to
doodle
develop
sauce.
a draft pick. Early draft pick.
Jordan Love is nothing.
Wait for 3 years,
gonna be
develop him, have a
always
great
17.
leader, and then put him out there. You
Well,
know.
hopefully Jordan Love doesn't get a safety at the back of the end zone.
That looks
Man,
like
this
this
is sad, bro. I don't like this shit.
Alright, so
Don't
what's
zoom
what's
in on that
what's up with
motherfucker.
trivia,
No,
man?
it's from a movie character. It
What's
looks
up with
like
that
Puss in
trivia,
Boots.
man?
It's from Puss in Boots.
That's-
That's,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
him.
That's
That's
literally him,
That's
dude.
him.
That's crazy.
that's what I googled.
Like, come on, bro. That's my.
I thought you were looking at it.
What else? What else happened in the NFL besides
A lot,
Rodgers?
but-
You guys talk about the Bears
I was
swap?
gonna say we should
the
do trivia.
trade
That's
for the
what-
first
Oh,
pick?
first
The Bears'
rounder.
whole offseason's been good.
They got
signed,
more, right? They got more.
Yeah, DJ Moore.
I'm hungry,
We
that's
got
why
DJ
I eat
We.
any milk comes.
They got who else? Did
They might
get?
take over the division.
They got some O linemen. I don't know. We'll see. We lost a lot of players, but
Yeah,
our
like-
defense was dead last, so I didn't even like. They caught a bunch of defensive players, but our defense was garbage anyway.
Thielon's good. I mean, Thielon's a big part in my opinion because he knows the offense so well and makes openings for Jefferson.
But we'll see if we add a receiver draft or anything like that, because I think Jefferson and KJ's okay. We got TJ also. I'm curious about the defense because we let a lot of people go. We signed Byron Murphy though. I like that. We actually got a good corner. We let Pat Pete go, slow ass.
Pat Pete.
And we
Old as
signed.
hell too.
We signed Brian Flores, who's our new defensive
Oh, really?
coordinator. Yeah, he's our
Yeah, he's
defensive
really good
coordinator.
defensively.
So he said he was going to play a man-to-man. So we're going to get a bunch of corners that could play man. And
The thing I don't like about your team though is there's no sense of direction.
Who's
I think
your team? Who's your
I think we're going to rebuild.
Vikings.
I think this season is we're going to see what we have with some of the young guys. Kirk, they said they're not extending Kirk. They
Yeah,
said they don't
that's
want to
right.
do that.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of him or.
But then where do you go?
You have
Here's
to
what's going to
draft.
happen. Either we draft somebody like that
'Cause
falls.
Jefferson's
Bye
young.
bye Jefferson.
Jefferson's young.
No.
So you
I don't
think Jefferson's gonna
Do you
stay?
get somebody decent?
I actually want to know your
It,
opinion on
it
this.
depends. It depends. Like, if I don't want us, I would prefer us to have Kirk play out the season. Just see what we have with some of the young guys. Jefferson's gonna take the money regardless. He's not gonna leave. We're gonna pay him fucking as much money as he wants.
Yeah, but you can get that much money somewhere else, can't you? There's no like supermax
He
type
likes
of thing in the
being a
NFL,
man,
right?
I don't know. We're gonna franchise tag him if he tries to leave. It doesn't even matter.
He likes
he's
being
not
the man,
going
bro.
anywhere.
You can tell. He's the man.
But my thing is I think obviously
Be
we
in
let
Minnesota.
Kirk walk. If there's a situation next year where we could sign a franchise QB, we do that, like
Ooh, Rodgers.
Lamar or something, like that type of
Oh,
player.
it's possible. He's looking like he's
Lamar.
not
But
gonna get
if
back.
not, I think we have to, again, depending on how this season goes, we got to draft somebody next year, like high up. We got to try to draft someone.
Crazy thing about
Caleb
the NFL, though,
Williams,
like
whatever.
you can have a 1-year plan each year because everything changes so
Yeah,
much.
Right.
So this is like a perfect embodiment with the Raiders. Like I didn't think the Raiders were gonna go
Yeah,
towards
that's
this
actually so
direction.
crazy.
Or Carr is not
Right.
playing like another
Yeah.
game on that roster, and Devontae even himself, the nigga took the money. He wouldn't have taken the money if he knew this was gonna happen right now.
Even in one bad injury, like if Kirk gets hurt next year, we're going to be one of the worst teams in the league. And it's like,
Yeah.
we'll have a higher draft pick. And then, especially if he gets hurt, it's more incentive to take somebody.
QB,
like a
but
QB.
I don't think Jefferson will stay with the QB that's learning.
Again, he has no choice.
I mean,
it depends on how good the QB is.
Bro, he has no
He's showing
choice. Though.
potential
Maybe-
too.
He has
You
no
can get
choice. We're going to
franchise
franchise tag him if he
You
You
tries.
can't do it forever though.
You can't.
Can't you keep doing it though? Like,
No, I mean it's
2 years,
unethical,
it's
bro.
2
Yeah.
years max franchise
Said
tag.
it's unethical.
It really
And
is.
every year you franchise tag him, you pay him double what you paid last year.
Yeah.
So
That's why it's
the
not
first
smart
one-
to franchise tag a running back.
Yeah.
You're taking all their money. Like you're good.
Like if you
basically
do it
giving
the
them all your
second
money.
time, I think they did to Le'Veon was again like 40 mil for the last season.
Yeah,
Like,
so
that's crazy.
but it is good if you like don't plan on paying him and you want to maximize the amount of years he has.
which is unethical. That's
It
what
is
I don't like the
unethical, it is.
franchise
If
tag.
you don't plan on
It's like
playing,
slavery, bro. Like it's literally a slave. for
Dalvin
1
might
year.
be gone 2 weeks. Then
Oh
Madison,
yeah, yeah.
But he has a nice contract. It's
Dalvin's
2 years,
old.
7 mil. So it's not like a big contract.
The running back market's getting pretty good too because Henry needs to go. Eckler's gone too.
Yeah,
Some of the
Dalvin
running backs
might
are
be
gone.
gone.
Some of the running backs
But-
coming in are gonna be good.
But since we restructured Harrison Smith, we were keeping him. Like we can keep Dalvin. I just don't know if they want to.
I think you guys used him pretty well for how long he's been on the team.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think
you think
Madison's
he's done?
ready to take over, man.
Yeah, I mean,
think
like,
Madison's
did he
ready.
get hurt?
No. I mean,
He's
like
just
they've
older.
used him.
He's about
Yeah,
to
he's
be
older.
30.
He's
What do you think
older.
about
He must be
Hopkins?
30.
What do you think
Oh,
about? He's
yeah.
been dropping Thielen.
Well, Thielen, I think he's. I don't want to drop him, but he's making 20 mil right now, and he's not. He's not.
Year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's why we cut him.
I mean, he
because-
was him before, so I mean,
was
like,
definitely him.
contract was there.
But a lot of
worked
it was based off
Yeah.
touchdowns.
Yeah.
Good year.
And now he's just
It's
kinda
hard to
like-
get touchdowns though,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I'm not saying it.
But even
like,
then, he was getting 1,000-yard seasons. Now
Yeah.
he's more so a possession receiver,
Yeah.
red zone,
receiver.
and we
Yeah.
kind of already have that. With Jefferson could do that, obviously, and TJ could do
Hawkinson,
that.
yeah.
We we need a deep threat to open the
Osborne's
field.
good too. You guys got
I don't
Osborne.
think he's a
You
good
guys
3
don't like
though.
Osborne?
I don't think it'll be another good 2.
But he's a good 3 though. We
He's a
need a
different-
deep
he's
threat.
a
We
good
need somebody
three.
that runs like
He's like a
4-3
Van
that can
Jefferson.
stretch the field for Jefferson.
He
We'll get
reminds me
back
of
to it.
Van Jefferson when he was good.
Yeah, a little bit. I like that comparison. Well, I mean, they're kind of the same age.
So
So.
what's up?
Also,
good
he
football
saved
talk.
someone. Did you see someone? He saved somebody.
Who?
KJ Osborne. He saved someone from
Oh,
a burning,
yeah,
bill,
from a
from a
fire.
burning
Oh,
car.
shit.
Good man. That's
Shout
what
out
you
to
need on
KJ.
the
Real
team.
nigga. Good job,
I like
KJ.
it.
He a real nigga, man.
That's good football talk.
Good for Minnesota. Anything else football? Because then we can go to trivia next. If that's
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Just Carr. I
I'm
mean,
hungry.
Carr
I
to
haven't
the
eaten dinner.
Saints. Yeah, a little. We can talk about that a bit.
The Cards and
Carr?
Saints is a
Oh
nice
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's it.
They have a lot of people.
I
Olave.
mean, right now they got the best. Well,
Maris
actually,
there, too.
Olave's nice as fuck.
they did they sign somebody? Running back Jamal Williams. They signed Jamal Williams.
That's not bad. That's not
They're-
bad.
yeah,
That's
it's
not
good.
bad.
Him and Kamara
Him
will
and Kamara is gonna be a
the
nice
Mark
one.
Ingram role
He's
basically.
like
same thing.
exactly. He's
Yeah,
like
really
a
good.
And plus,
fucking
he's
Mark
just a cool dude, bro. Like you
Yeah.
see his
Jamal
interviews.
Williams,
just
yeah,
a
he is.
cool
I'm
dude.
glad he's out of
That's
there,
funny.
but I'm upset that Montgomery's fucking taking his spot.
Dude.
Lions. That was
All
a
of
good
them-
signing.
Swift
too.
and
DeAndre
fantasy.
Swift can be out the league next year, and we were talking
I don't
about
think
him.
he's gonna be out the league.
It could possibly.
Who?
I don't know.
DeAndre Swift, and we were talking about him as a number
No, he
one
won't be
option
out.
for
He
fantasy.
won't.
Too
Dude.
injury prone.
Yeah.
You think he'll be out the league?
No,
Yeah,
I said
that's too much.
I don't think he will, but like the
Only
way that
way-
we've been talking about him the past 3
Only
seasons,
way he's out is injury.
I'm saying, but his position could be taken off Detroit easily.
Detroit for sure.
Yeah,
Montgomery got a great. He was like 3 years, 18 mil, so it's not even that much, and it's a good contract for him.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
he'll be a backup
I
for sure
don't
there.
like that shit, man.
but
Fuck.
I'm just saying,
who
like,
will be a backup.
Montgomery's a
Oh,
backup there.
fuck, he will not.
I think he's
Swift is,
starting.
I think Swift is.
Swift
Swift will be
crazy.
like the pass catching back. I
You
think they'll
can't-
use Montgomery
what
between
you-
the two.
yeah.
I think they'll use. I think pass catching backs are first and second down, and third down is you on your power
No,
back.
it's the other way around.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Why would you run on
Yeah,
third down?
you're crazy. It's
It depends on the
usually
team,
third or
the way they
fourth,
scheme it,
really.
let's say.
Bro, but I'm saying third and long, you're pass.
Third and
pass.
long.
Third down is pass back.
The way that they
Pass
used him
catching
last
back.
year, they used Jamal as the third down option.
No. He was a short yardage option. First, second down.
Jamal
Yeah,
has
short-
more carries and
and
fucking
touchdown
Swift.
options.
I'm telling you, because I had Swift in like every league. And I was like, Oh, like what's going on right now? Like,
Well, Swift was injured for a lot of the.
that's my point. And this is not his first year injury.
Yeah.
This is his
Second
fucking
year.
third or second.
Second
So
year.
my point is like, you're expecting for his workload to go up? No,
True.
It's
So you
gonna be
wanna
the same.
ramp it
That's
up.
why they brought
Or
Montgomery.
even less.
Yeah. So because the games he came back, they're ramping him up to be
Montgomery's
better.
a better
man.
like runner between.
And
That's why
he's
I'm
a great
saying
pass
like the way they were
catcher.
talking
Great
about
pass
DeAndre. This man was like fantasy wise was supposed to be a round
he
one
was
pick.
drafted high too.
Who?
No?
Yeah.
You know
Swift.
who? Actually, you know what? Montgomery's
You thinking about him? For
Oh, I
fantasy?
wrote down another
because
player
Detroit's
that-
Rashad
line
Penny.
is
Rashad
fucking good.
Rashad Penny. There you go. He
Detroit
went
has
to,
a great line.
Eagles.
Yeah, and Miles
and
Sanders
then
went to the
Sanders-
Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers.
Fantasy wise, what do you think about that?
That's terrible. Sanders?
No. I like that because they're gonna get a rookie
Only him.
QB, and you know they don't like to give rookie QBs a ton of passing.
That's a
You
good
know what I
point.
mean?
I guess that's a good point.
And I
he's
think
gonna
he'll
be
have
running
a bigger role pass catching there than he did in Philly. I think.
Yeah, maybe. They
He's a
got rid of
fumbling
Foreman
machine,
too.
though.
They got rid of Foreman, I think.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? Leonard Fournette's still on the market. Where do you
Hey,
think
he's
that?
not in Tampa.
Eh.
They released him because of I think contract issues.
I have his ass.
Yeah, but if
Oh,
Rashad
Dynasty?
Rashad Penny, his only problem is injury. He's been injured every
Yeah.
year of his
Rashad
career.
Really good though.
Oh,
he's good
that's
when
his
he's
only.
healthy.
Okay, but like his injury like profile is fucking ridiculous. You know, have you seen how much shit he's fucking broken or
Yeah.
ripped?
I've seen.
Oh my fucking god.
Why
His
is that a
whole
long
body,
ass list?
He played
his whole body is fucked up. Has been
over the last 3 seasons. He's played 17 games, which is the equivalent of 1 season, and he's played 17 games over 3 years.
And then he has like some games where it just goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100.
shit.
Like last year, I think at the end of the season, he had like 3 back-to-back 100-yard games.
See, that's a Zion, bro. That's what happens if
Yeah,
Zion
hey,
doesn't
man.
fucking play.
What about Olave's gonna be really good with the
Olave's
cars.
gonna be good as fuck.
I think they have the
Especially
best
with the
QB.
deep throw.
Oh, Baker
Olave
went
gonna be good as
to
Bucks.
Tampa Bay.
That's
That's
a good
okay.
1
That's
year
okay.
deal.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
For
see
1
that.
year.
Rip
That's
Mike
a good
Evans' streak though. Do you think he's gonna hit the 1,000 yards?
Him and Mike
I mean, I think it's
Evans.
fucking.
They
that's
played
Godwin
together
though.
in
That's
college.
Godwin's
You know that,
role.
right?
I
They
know,
played
but
together in
Rashad
college.
White might have a breakout year, I think.
Oh, good fantasy option.
Like that. Rashad White. Yeah, he was good at the end of last
I
year.
was thinking about getting him maybe as a
Baker
flex,
fucking
but
stinks,
he might
like-
go up higher. You think?
We'll see when it gets closer because the draft hasn't even happened yet. Like,
Rashad
what if
White
they
is
draft
nice.
a running back? Then that diminishes his value. You know.
But White's still one. He's still the one.
True,
after
but
last
he,
season.
well, that would be a sneaky.
You just
way.
want a power back, like a 1 through 3 back, don't you? With him?
Are they keeping Fournette or they're?
No,
trying
he
to-
already released. They already
Oh, they
released him
released him.
Yeah.
before the free agency started.
Okay. I don't even know where he can go. He can be definitely like a goal line back strictly type thing. I think.
White?
Man,
No,
No,
Leonard
Fournette.
Fournette. Like he's gonna be a touchdown
Where
dependent type of
could
player.
he go? Maybe. Nah.
What team needs a power back? Like
Miami.
goal line back.
Miami.
Didn't
But
they
they
sign-
signed
they
Mostert.
just-
They re-signed
No,
Mostert
but
and
they
They
didn't.
somebody
just
else.
no. They
Gaskin,
just
they re-signed
cut.
Gaskin.
What's his
no,
name?
Chase
Gaskins
Edmonds.
been gone.
They, no,
They
Edmonds
Chase
been
Edmonds.
gone
Chase
too.
Edmonds.
No,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
no.
didn't
He
they
signed
trade
with
him?
some
They
other
traded
team.
him to the Broncos.
Who do the Broncos?
He signed with some other team though. Chase Edmonds on the Bills or something.
The Broncos don't have.
Look it up,
anybody.
look
No,
it up.
they had him last year.
Fournette on the Bills would be good.
Oh, that would be good.
That'd be a nice
That would be
little
good.
pick.
You think they'd get rid of what's his name though?
Who?
Not get
Singletary?
rid of
Well, they have a lot of running backs.
I think-
And their running back room is not it.
No,
bro.
but also I think we're
Jackson,
moving to the NFL being more so like there's not going to be a lot of teams with just one running back.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
really
true.
the case. It's been the case for a couple
for
years.
years.
Now, too.
Said he's still in the Broncos, but I'm pretty sure he left. So
Just type in Chase Edmonds. No team. Just to see. There might be some news on there.
it says Broncos. Oh,
Maybe, did they
Maybe
resign him?
maybe
Or maybe they just cut his ass. Oh,
team.
Bucks. He went to the Bucks.
Mm.
He'll do the Gio Bernard role though, like the
That's
limited
yeah.
catching special teams
That's
guy.
Their line is not that good for him to have any
let's
productivity.
see. We'll talk more about fantasy wise in training camp because right now I don't even know what my strategy was.
And the draft too, because that's going to be big. Where some
Yeah.
of the players go, the
Dude,
receivers.
I remember
All
when
the
Drake
players
London
going
got
up.
drafted to the Falcons. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be really good.
He
That's
would
on
have
our
been.
quarterback.
He would have been, bro.
Dude, they would just run the ball strictly, man. That run
That
their
shit's
scheme was
annoying,
crazy.
bro.
It was crazy, but
I got Pitts in
Pitts?
every league.
Yeah.
Oh my motherfucker!
Who's the
Man.
best receiver in this draft? Do you know? Is it Quinn Johnson or whatever?
what's his name? He
Quentin
played with
Johnson.
Garrett Wilson and somebody else.
Oh, the guy from Detroit was really good too.
Yeah, they played with each other.
That
I
guy
forgot.
was
But
really
his name
good.
is like, I forgot his name.
He's at Ohio State though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the number
I know
one.
Quinn Johnson is a good receiver. That's in the draft.
I don't know any good receivers in this one. I
We should
know.
start the trivia soon too.
Yeah.
Marvin Harrison's next year, I think. Yeah, like he can't get. He would be the number one receiver.
Najigba.
Oh, JSN.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that word.
I don't think I can say that. Word.
Jackson Smith.
Wait,
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson said he was better than him, so we'll see. So it's gonna be an interesting off season for fantasy.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
football.
I'm coming different this year.
You can do that.
I'm
All right.
I'm going from last to first.
I'm
NBA
Trying to get
trivia.
Gabe on it this time.
NBA trivia. We about to see you in a few. All right. All right. Let's set this up.